There's an obvious solution. Steal from the Arena League. In the NFL, the uprights are 18.5 feet wide. In the Arena League, they're only 9 feet apart. If you narrow the uprights, you'll have fewer field goal attempts. And when kicks are made, it will be more impressive. So when Brandon Aubrey lines up at a chance at NFL history this Sunday, ask yourself if that's really a record worth celebrating. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on First Things First. We'll be back on Monday. See you then. Stand up!
We can't hire you right now, but we'll keep you in mind.
You'll keep me in mind.
It's a good day for a good deal at Outback. Get down under favourites like the Aussie 3-course starting at $14.99. Any reason is a good reason to celebrate at Outback. Carne asada is back at Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic,
Cumin, coriander, it's super tender.
juicy. People love it, and it's so good with our new Red Chimney Cherry. You're gonna want to put it on everything. 10 out of 10 flavor.
Jameson, a famously smooth whiskey from a famously big family. Meet Julia. She rolls with whatever's thrown her way. She's nearly as smooth as a Jameson orange. Must be a Jameson. Who said fiber can't be tasty?
Hey, what is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day today.
Fiber from whole grain.
We got the trucks,
Fiber you need.
the trucker boys from Martinsville. Yeah, boy. The trucker boys. The second to last race of the season. The second to last race weekend of the season. Today we got the Slim Jim 200 from Martinsville Speedway in Ridgeway, Virginia.
When people are experiencing sensitivity, they're experiencing an exposed layer of the tooth. Sensodyne helps by creating a protective barrier on those exposed areas. I love Sensodyne because it works. At Marshall's, our buyers hustle 24/7, so you never have
Yeah,
to
so
compromise
today
on quality
is
or price.
the second to last race of the Truck Series season. There are 8 drivers who are eligible for the championship at this moment. After today, 4 of those drivers will be eliminated. And there are 4 below the cut line right now, and 2 of them are only a point below the cut line. Daniel Hembrick and Grant Enfinger are much below that, so they'll have to win if they're going to want a chance at the championship. But honestly, it's all bullshit, because the championship is clearly Corey Heim.
And the solution to skilled local pros. Get started at
Let's see. I don't think I'd have to go on a racing reference.
You once, but then you're best friends for life. Helicopter your finger to get his attention like this. King. He loves people.
Can't wait.
So coming into this race,
Good RX cuts costs on prescriptions to save you a wagon load.
You can get them delivered.
oh yeah, Corey Heim would already have clinched the championship
To your health.
Sky-high prices can
with a full season format, like by multiple races.
Thinking of updating my kitchen.
He probably would have clinched it. I don't even know when he would have clinched it,
We are
but
finally updating our
he would have
kitchen
clinched it
Subway
before
trial
last
and
season, I
ivory
think.
or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall?
For everyone who talks about doing that
Right over
thing,
there.
but never does that thing,
Sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen. Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in
You
person.
could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
When my hair started thinning, I wanted to attack the problem head on. I chose Nutrafol because it was drug-free, and I didn't want the side effects. My thicker hair gave a huge boost to my social life, and I really feel the best I ever have.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com/man.
The clock is ticking down to 0. Only 3 spots remain up for grabs in Phoenix. 4 drivers' hopes and dreams will come to an end tonight. Enter in the paperclip. With so few laps to run, a win might be your only chance to fight for a championship. Don't be afraid to get your Series penultimate race from Martinsville.
Yeah, I was going to stream the Suns the other night, the first game of the season, and I was having so many technical issues I decided, fuck that, I'm not doing it. So, it was very frustrating, very upsetting. It's one of those things that genuinely just ruined my night. We even came back. We were down by like 20 points when we came back. It was beautiful, but it would have been more beautiful if I was able to share it with you guys. But you know what? We move on. We move forward. Still having a lot of tech issues with the Sun streams that I'm trying to figure out, but I don't know. Probably gonna have to like just totally revamp how I do things. Honestly, I should have used the preseason games as like a test.
He knows how to get it done. He won here in March, but he doesn't have that truck to his liking, so a lot to discover here as we get ready to go. I'm Jamie Little, joined by Regan Smith, and tonight we have Brad Keselowski, once again, a two-time winner here at Martinsville and a former Cup Series champ. So, Brad, if you're in this scenario, you're one of those playoff guys, how do you approach tonight knowing it's the final chance to punch your ticket?
Yeah, I've been in this scenario, and this is as tough as it gets, right? Before you can run for a championship, you've got to qualify your way through, and that almost makes this race more intense than the championship race, Jamie. And when you look at these 8 drivers, 4 of them, like you said, are going to be very disappointed, and all 4 of them have completely different, or all 8 of them have completely different mindsets as they enter this race. Daniel Hemrick, Grant Enfinger, this is win or go home. Nothing else matters. Points don't matter. And you got Corey Heim. He's made his way through. He's won his races. He's done everything he needs to do. He just is racing for his record books. He wants to win another race, lead a bunch of laps, get the first seed for the playoff championship race next week. Rajah Caruth, as you see him here, he has got tons of points. But you know what, Regan? He didn't qualify as great as some of the other guys. And right on his heels, Ty Majeski, Tyler Ingram.
Yeah, it's going to set up to be a wild night tonight, Jamie. And when you look at where they've all started and qualified, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be exciting.
Well, I know the drivers are ready. Let's head trackside now to fire things up with opening ceremonies.
Please rise as you're able, remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Camden County High School Coast Guard Junior ROTC presents our nation's colors. Here to offer tonight's invocation from Motor Racing Outreach, President and Senior Chaplain Billy Malden.
Heavenly Father, we rise up to just recognize your presence in our lives. Lord, your love and your grace and your mercy that surrounds us all. Father, thank you for this beautiful evening here at Martinsville, Lord, and we pray for all these drivers, teams, officials, that everybody would have a safe night of racing. Lord, that everybody would have a good time. There will be great memories made tonight as we've gathered here together. Lord, be with the men and women of our armed forces, both here at home, first responders everywhere, Lord, and their families. Keep them safe as well. Father, let your peace and your presence surround us all. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome from Concord, North Carolina, Lindsey Bowman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's hear it for
America.
performance of our national anthem.
Nice job from Lindsay. Well, it's the 50th Truck Series race from the famed paperclip. We'll hear from drivers from Martinsville next.
There's a method to all this motorsports madness. A reason we do all this shifting, launching, and battling over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Liberty Mutual customizes.
Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
Yes.
What happens in this one?
Seagulls.
Oh, I like it. How are you doing?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. We are getting ready to crown a champion.
Championship weekend is coming back to the desert.
Let's get this party started.
4 title races in 3 days means there will be a buzz in the air all weekend long. Whether from the grandstands, the infield experience, or the hillside, this is your chance to witness history and make championship calendar memories for the whole family. NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Get your tickets now at phoenixraceway.com.
What if your body didn't have to hurt after being active? Introducing Stogo, the only apparel with adjustable medical-grade support designed to help you overcome injuries, minimize pain, and regain the confidence to get back out there. Stogo's supportive apparel is engineered with 90 feet of high-strength cables that reinforce the body and control dials that allow you to adjust the support. Stogo is trusted by professionals, world-class athletes, and weekend warriors who all want one thing: more activity and less pain. Learn more at Stogo.com.
Gold Bond believes touch says everything. It says, I see you. I feel you. And I know you. Gold Bond. Get in touch with irresistibly touchable skin.
Half protection is not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection online with NordVPN. Save 77% and get 3 months extra.
Welcome back to Elimination Night at Martinsville Speedway. Big night on tap, and a lot of hot dogs, you know, have been consumed. These teams keep a tally in the garages of how many they consume, and I'll tell you what, the drivers are all eyeing that right there. The grandfather clock, you know, a lot of drivers, Brad Keselowski may agree, that is the top of their list when it comes to winning and what you get to take home. A beautiful piece of art. Who will take it home tonight? Well, we'll know after 200 laps. As you see the playoff leaderboard once again, Corey Heim advances. The other 7 trying to put their name in the championship round of 4. Let's hear now from a couple of our playoff drivers. Here's Todd Bodine.
Thanks, Jamie. Here with Rajah Farouk. Rajah, start 7th tonight. You got a 14-point cushion to the cut line. Not a big cushion at all. What's the play tonight? Are you going to race for the win, or do you got to race for those stage points?
Yeah, Tom, you got to be on offense. I mean, like you said, those 14 points can go away in really both stages. So I'm glad to be starting in the top 10. I didn't feel like I nailed the best that I could, but to still be 7th after, you know, not doing the best that I think I could have, it was proud to say the least. So just happy for the opportunity today, and hopefully we can have a great result for HendrickCars.com and Mr. H. Miss Linda and everybody at Spire and Chevrolet, and maybe we can make the Final Four.
Rajah Caruth trying to make that championship 4. Amanda?
Thanks, Todd. Well, this guy's hoping to see his name on the list of the 4 competitors to race for it all in Phoenix. And Kaden, you told me that this race will require patience, but also the ability to contend for a win. How do you balance that in the moment?
It's definitely difficult for sure. Luckily, we have a good starting spot to go and try to double send these both stages on the same tires, and we'll try to see what we got. You know, obviously got to stay there, and if anything changes, we'll make it game plan. But you know, we're going to be racing the 2 guys that are in front of us all night, especially him and the 18 as well. So, and the 71. So it's going to be anybody's day tonight. I really think this is going to be a pretty wild race for sure. I feel like everyone is relatively pretty close on speed, so everything's going to come down to execution and getting on through restarts and just not get caught up in the carnage. And if we can do that, I think we'll be just fine. And we'll just focus on trying to win today, because I feel like if we do that, everything should fall in for us.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And Caden's 2 favorite racetracks, Martinsville and Phoenix.
Well, he came in strong today, qualified 5th. In fact, all 8 of our playoff drivers qualified in the top 10.
I love how calm right there both those drivers were, Caden Honeycutt and Raja Karuth. But I guarantee you, here in just a little bit, when they get out there on the racetrack, that calmness is going to wear off rapidly. There will be some nerves for these drivers at some point tonight. We heard them reference how close they think it's going to be, Brad. I think that's exactly right.
Yeah, and not just for the drivers. How about the crew chiefs? Strategy is going to be a very important part of this race today. We've heard it a little bit as we're talking to Caden Honeycutt about the stages. You're going to have a tough decision to make on the pit box. Do I take points, or do I do the strategy that gives me the best chance of winning?
How much information do you want? How much do you want to know where these guys are running around you in the point situation?
Well, if you're one of those drivers who's got to win, don't tell me anything. But a lot of these guys, they need points. They need to have a great finish. They need to know everything from their crew chief today.
Let's go trackside for the command to fire engines.
Race fans,
Fire 'em
this
up.
is the moment you all have been waiting for. Please welcome members of the Martinsville Speedway 500 Committee. They are here tonight to say the most famous words in motorsports. Take it away.
Drivers, start your engines!
Them boys are firing it up.
Well done, gentlemen. Nice command to fire engines, and you heard it. 35 truckers are fired up and ready to do battle for 200 laps. The green flag drops next.
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so he can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
What a wonderful world.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
This is it.
Right, yeah, that looks safe. Totally safe.
Breathe.
First timer, huh? Let's pause for the facts. Sure, it looks safe, but like nearly half of all used cars, it's been in an accident. With Carfax.com, you see how accidents impact price, so you don't have to overpay. Unpause.
What with no accidents? You with space.
You're gonna need it.
Wait, twins?
No.
Oh, that was too long of a pause.
Shop with the facts at the all-new Carfax.com.
The DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new sweet chili, layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. That's the sauced and tossed chicken strip basket. Get it delivered today, only at DQ.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes all you feel like is a walking resume. And the jobs you do find are just bad fit after bad fit. What's this? Indeed Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can I find jobs tailored to you? And help you get seen for all your skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at Indeed.com/careerscout.
Take on rounded rusted bolts with Craftsman Overdrive tools.
I'm gonna need that back.
Craftsman, what you build, builds you.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Playoff Elimination Night. Well, the season is on the line for our playoff drivers. So let's dial one of them up now. Regan, how about we talk to Mr. Ty Majeski?
I think that's a great idea. Let's do it, Jamie. Oh, Tom Majeski, this is Regan.
They're rolling off.
Got a copy.
Getting ready to go. I don't know where the hell everybody is. I don't know why nobody's in the stream.
All right, man.
Stream is streaming, so I don't know why we ain't
possibility for you.
watching.
Backs against the wall a little bit. Tough practice today. Did you get the truck worked out the way that you want to have something to go out there and race your way to Phoenix with?
I hope so. The good news is, Rigo, is we have speed in our 7 Ford F-150. Even though it may not be exactly to my liking, it's got that going for it. So hopefully we can make good decisions all night, get good stage points these first couple stages, and put the pressure on those guys behind us. And
yeah, it'll be a 200-lap race around this half-mile track. Green flag is just a few minutes here.
Looking forward to watching you do it, Ty. It'll be a fun night. Good luck. Thanks for
The stages are 50 laps for the first stage, 50 laps for the second stage, so that'll be lap 100. And then the second half of the race will be the final stage, the final 100 laps. 3 sets of fuel, or 3 sets of tires. Fuel run is 135 to 145 laps.
To us, Lane. We really like what we've seen on your truck.
So you will not have to pit
fastest on the 10,
under green in this race.
Looking really good for tonight. A lot of people have you as the favorite to not just win the race, but obviously transfer into the next round. What's it going to take for you to bring this race home tonight?
Yeah, we came here under the gun, needed to get some points, and we've done everything we can do so far. Passed the practice, got the pole. Just a big shout out to everybody at Forever Motorsports. They've done a great job of bringing me what I needed to be here, especially because we struggled here in the past.
This could be a bloodbath.
Nice, clean night. We're starting in the best position possible. Hopefully we can lead as many laps as we can, hopefully all of them, and come out on top.
Well, thanks for talking to us here. We can't wait to see what you'll do. Good luck tonight, Lane.
Yep, thank you, Brad. Appreciate you guys.
Let's take a look now at the Craftsman starting grid. We just mentioned Lane Riggs starting on pole for the 3rd time this season, starting alongside the youngster Gio Ruggiero, coming off his first career win last week.
Yeah, row 2, Ty Majeski in a pivotal race here to transfer. And outside with him, Corey Heim in the 4th place, chasing that record book, already transferred in for the championship race next weekend.
Inside of row 3, we've got Caden Honeycutt starting in 5th. 5 points to the good right now for Caden. And Tyler Ankrum starting in the outside on the 6th position.
Let's take a look at the rest of the starting grid. You see the drivers in the playoffs highlighted in yellow. Andres Perez, row number 5. Great speed today in practice and then backed it up in qualifying.
Definitely did a wonderful job, Jamie. And you look at a number of the drivers here, somebody like a Matt Kraft and Corey LaJoy, these guys looking to have good runs. While they know the playoffs are going on right now, they don't care about that. They want to win.
They want to be spoilers, right?
Brendan Queen, row 7, he stands out to me. Here's a guy who's run so well in the ARCA races, trying to break his way into the truck series, doing a great job.
Chandler Smith, and outside of row 9 has a teammate in Lane Riggs up there on the pole position, so expect that 38 truck to have some speed, move forward just a little bit. And then Bailey Curry, a nice practice start behind him.
Casey Mears, this guy's done it all in NASCAR, I feel like, and he's making his truck series debut, start number 600 for Casey Mears across the board in NASCAR. So let's now get some stories to watch and say hello to Amanda Busick and 2-time Truck Series champion Todd Bodine. Good evening, Todd.
Thank you, Jamie. After finishing last at Talladega, Grant Enfinger comes to Martinsville, minus 40 to the cut line. Tonight, stage points don't matter. Finishing second doesn't matter. Grant has to win this race to advance to Phoenix for our championship 4. And to add a little bit to it, halfway through practice, they found a fuel pump issue. They started losing fuel pressure. NASCAR let them change the fuel pump. They don't know if it fixed it or not, but Grant has got a lot on his shoulders tonight. Amanda?
Hey, Todd, yeah, ever since the Roval, Tyler Ankrum and I have been talking about how this round of the playoffs is like a haunted house. I said, well, which room is this? He said the last one, the scariest one. Well, he has qualified 6th tonight. He was the runner-up in the spring and said he hopes that there are sunshine and rainbows waiting at the exit of this haunted house to welcome him into the championship 4 in Phoenix. Jamie?
How fitting, Amanda. Thank you. Brad, how about our Craftsman track description for this evening?
Small little track here in Martinsville, 0.526. This is one of the smallest tracks in all of NASCAR. Banking pretty flat, but it actually looks a little flatter than this. It's 12 degrees, concrete corner turns, and they're going to be tricky today. And then these paperclip racetrack with the long straightaway, 800-foot straightaways, with very, very small corners.
Quick race, Regan. How about the race analysis?
Quick race, and when you look at the stages and what's going to take place in this race.
What up, Jaden? They're trucking.
For these drivers and crew chiefs, we got stage 1 is 50 laps, stage 2 50 laps.
What the fuck is that?
What I want to focus on right
That's
here
weird. I don't
is
like
the end
that.
of stage 2. That's when we anticipate most.
I wonder if something
everybody
I
to
can
make their pit
change.
stops. If you're pitting before then,
No?
you're getting off
Nope.
sequence.
That's
you're
weird.
trying
I don't.
something
Yeah, I don't like
different.
that.
So a lot to keep an eye out for tonight. Fuel should not be an issue. If it is, then something crazy.
What's up,
is
Jaden 4823?
Well, we'll have 2 onboards taking you through the field tonight, giving us all the action from the driver's seat. See the 52, Caden Honeycutt.
See, that's what you got to do. What I did. I just made my username the same name as my fucking username.
98 of Ty Majeski,
You know?
starting 3rd.
That way, it's the same no matter
I
what.
wasn't real happy with that truck earlier, but they threw everything at it, and I have no doubt they figured something out.
Yeah, and I think when you've got a driver like Ty Majeski, as good as he is on the short tracks, and Joe Shear Jr., his crew chief, they're going to find a way. And they made some significant changes. I think a big part of that was to learn what they were going to have for tonight, and definitely made it better than what it was at the start of practice.
Really curious about Ty. I think a lot of people, myself included, think he might be the best short track racer.
Slim Jim 200, y'all.
To show today in a pivotal moment for his career.
It's the Slim Jim 200.
I love how Gio Ruggiero is just surrounded by playoff drivers hungry, as he was last week at Talladega. Not very often, Brad, that you see a driver start off pole and then back it up and win the race. We'll see if he can do it
All
here
right.
tonight.
Here we go. Green flag is in the air. We are racing from Martinsville. The final race of the round of 8 is underway.
Good turn 1 and 2 for Lane Riggs. You see him able to clear Gio Ruggiero and get himself a little bit of separation right there.
How you doing today, Jaden?
See that go as you start from the first spot.
See Caden Honeycutt on the inside of Tyler Ankrum.
And these guys all appear to be playing nice on this initial start so far, JB. You don't see anybody making a crazy 3-wide race. I assure you guys that's going to change as the night plays out. It's going to pick up the further on that we go into this race.
That's an important pass right there.
I'm doing all right.
Just passed Tyler Ankrum, moved himself into the top 6.
My dick
He's still
hurts.
Really close in points. We know at least 2
So there's
drivers
that.
are going to get in at points.
But other than that, I'm
These
good.
are the 2 that are fighting for, or have the best
I share
chance of
everything,
transferring
though.
out
You guys
points
know that
against each
about me.
other.
I share
The
everything.
screen just got real bright. You see the pylon on the left. All the drivers highlighted in yellow. Those are playoff drivers. And yes, they did their job. They all qualified within the top 10. And you see Corey Heim in green. That means green means go on to the championship for next week in Phoenix.
Grant Hemfinger doing a nice job to find his way back down to the bottom right there. You don't want to get lined up on the trucks on the inside and get yourself stuck on the top. So good work by he and his spotter to get down there and not lose any spots through there.
Interesting, the story that Todd Bodine said about Grant Enfinger, and they found that issue mid-practice.
Yeah, and that's something we'll have to keep an eye on tonight. And it appears right now that Grant's not having trouble with that, but you want to make sure that it doesn't creep up at some point during the race.
I like what I see on Backcraft right here. He's kind of carving his way back through. He had a great practice. Was one of the fastest trucks in practice. Did not have a great qualifying run.
How much would it mean to him, Brad? His final year.
Listen to that 3-wide bomb here.
Oh my God.
Can't tell if there was any.
Oh, there we go. 44 goes around.
Around goes Andres Perez.
Andres Perez is around. The caution is out. They're already starting. They're already starting with this shit. Andres Perez around.
And that was pretty significant contact to the left front for Andres Perez, and I know he'll be disappointed. Had a pretty good day going up until this point, practice and qualifying, and that truck is not going to be the same after that contact.
Battle for 13th here, and you can see it coming.
Bro, what is Crafton's problem?
Bozak started. They all just kind of come together here in 3 and 4. Perez is going to get the worst end of this.
Oh, I guess it wasn't intentional. It's very dumb. That was a 2-minute, 12-second green flag run to start the race. Fun times.
Do it all with Steel Battery.
Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking steel tools. Hurry into your local steel dealer or shop online.
When Ram killed the Hemi V8, people had opinions. We got it wrong, and we're fixing it. You hear that? That's our Hemi.
Yo, they got Halo coming to PlayStation? That's sick.
You want more? Buckle up. Ram's coming back to NASCAR.
That's fucking sick.
Let's go, baby. We're back in America's motorsport. The Hemi's back. We ain't going anywhere.
Steve. John, they say
that
with
is
Lavazza,
fucking
you'll
sick,
become
dude.
a maestro. Yeah, maestro of coffee. So it has nothing
You know,
to do with
I'm
me
actually.
because-
I know Halo was actually one of the very first games I ever wanted to actually play.
Enjoy the pleasure.
And I know
of
that's not my
massively
type of
crafty
game that I would
coffee
play
and feel like an
nowadays.
Italian
It's not really the
barista
type of
at
game I would
home.
play. But like, I wanted to play Halo for a long time. When that comes out, I think I'm gonna get it.
G flat.
Heartburn makes you queasy? Get fast relief with Tums Plus, upset stomach and nausea support, and love food bag.
Most days, there's no way these kids are up before 11. They know. Big noons in town. What's the key to a win today, Mac? Back when I won the Heisman, what do I say? Ingrid, how's my hair, huh? Don't skip leg day, coach. Is this my camera? Where's my camera? What's this?
I'll be honest, I've never really understood gaming exclusives. Like, just let everybody play, dude. Just let everyone play.
Just 10 laps in here at Martinsville Speedway. We're under caution for contact between Matt Crafton.
Like, you
and
expand your
Andres
customer base too by
They were
allowing,
battling for
like, by doing
13
that.
at the time, and you see the damage on the front of the 44. Here's that incident again.
So Connor Bozak gets underneath both these trucks, entering turn 3. As you can see, Matt really couldn't get any lower. And I don't know if Perez didn't know he was 3 wide or just was trying to squeeze it a little too tight, but he certainly gets the worst end of this.
I think it's just early on in the race in Martinsville. You know, it's a tough scenario to be in where you're 3 wide that early in the race, and to Brad's point, maybe Perez just didn't realize it, but you definitely don't want to run up the track and get out of the groove either if you don't have to. You're trying to crowd that truck below you.
5th straight race this season. We've had a caution within the first 10 laps. They seem to figure it out later on, and that's what happened a week ago when Gio Ruggiero, 19 years old. You see the restart here in the 17 truck. He's got his teammate Corey Heim behind him, pushing him. He blocks Corey Heim, and he brings it home for the first time in his young career. Stands tall, gets that trophy, and this week looking a little different. He's got that win sticker on the driver's side door.
That's a good feeling. You know, he hasn't announced what he's doing for next year, but you have to think that winning this race last week at Talladega in the Truck Series buoys his chances and opportunities for seasons to come. So congrats to Gio, well earned. This is one of those top talents that's kind of positioning himself as we see some of these truck drivers graduate on up into the Cup Series and Xfinity Series to be the next guy next year.
All right.
Here we go. First restart of
we
the
go.
night. Lane Riggs holding court.
Back green.
Gio Ruggiero, that youngster who just found victory lane on the outside. Last time they were nice and calm on the initial start. It was farther back in the field where we had the contact. Another great start for Lane Riggs.
So this is another key part in the race. We're going to see this race break into a rhythm one way or the other. Either we're going to have long green flag runs and these guys are going to settle out, or we're going to have a lot of crashes. This will dramatically affect the strategy for these crew chiefs later in the race, how this section plays out.
Good time, Majeski in the 98. One of those drivers needed more out of his truck in practice, trying to take that spot away from Gio Ruggiero for second, but don't look now. Corey Heim is right behind him, breathing down his neck.
And I like what Ty had to say to us on the pace laps of the race, that he felt good about the speed in his truck. Maybe it didn't feel exactly like he wanted it to. But Brad, how many times have you been in a race car that maybe didn't feel good but was really fast and you found a way to make it work?
Yeah, you know, practice and racing are not the same thing, Regan. You know this very well, that sometimes a race car that doesn't feel the way you want it to feel and practice is really good in the race, you know, as the tires wear and different elements come into play. And vice versa, sometimes you're just a rocket in practice, but you're not really adept for the track as it changes. So we'll have to see which one Ty has today.
And how much does this track change? How sensitive is it? Now that we know the sun is setting here, they practice and qualify in full sun, and it's supposed to get pretty chilly by the end of this race. We're going to be in the 40s.
Well, these concrete corners are built to not be temperamental, but they are extremely temperamental. You know, when they first put concrete on the track at Martinsville, it was to keep the track from coming up when it would get hot. And this concrete's a lot more durable. You don't
Everybody's name now shows as like their username. I think it's dumb.
The problem with that is the concrete cools off. It gets very cold. And, you know, these tires want a little bit of heat to work. As it gets cold and that temperature comes out of the concrete, it stops laying the rubber down, and it can change the way these trucks handle.
Or it's like your at.
Lane Riggs right now with a 2.5 over Gio Ruggiero. Ty Majeski settled in third. Corey Heim.
Jaden, did you choose those numbers, or did those numbers just were they assigned to you when you made your channel?
10. There's Matt Crafton, had that incident earlier.
Oh, contact
again. Ooh, more contact.
Crafton back in 17th now.
41 has an issue, I think.
Down this back
no, maybe not.
See Timmy Hill in the 56 on the outside. That's the 41 on the inside. Connor Jones.
And I'm not so certain that this contact with this group right here is not completely done yet. It looked like maybe some guys a little bit frustrated with each other early on.
When I look at Martinsville, I look at gaps, and when there's a gap in front of you and not a gap behind you, you should be prepared for a lot of contact because you are slow and in the way.
There's Caden Honeycutt in the 52. Caden's first full-time season, and it's been an interesting one. Started the year thinking he was full-time at Nice Motorsports. He ended up running more than half of the season. Then he signed a deal for next year that has not yet been announced. He was given this opportunity when Stuart Friesen was injured, and caution is out here for the second time this evening. There's some fluid on the racetrack.
Fluid on the racetrack.
And I did see Andres Perez, who had that damaged truck, was slow on the inside. That could be coming from that truck. Let's listen to Corey Heim's radio about this.
Is Jaden the 4,823rd Jaden on YouTube?
So Corey Heim obviously saw that.
And got to wonder, when we saw that
some
checkup,
fluid on the racetrack,
and Bailey Curry and some of those drivers back there, if maybe the fluid didn't have a factor in those trucks getting a little bit out of control.
21 laps into this one, 28 to go in stage number 1. Lane Riggs has led them all so far. Stay with us for Martinsville.
Nice going, Lou. Nothing like a little confidence boost to help ease you back into the dating scene. Of course, that also includes having a smile you feel good about. Fortunately, Aspen Dental specializes in dentures and implants made just for you. And with affordable options and flexible ways to pay, you can get quality work for a price that fits your budget. Right now, get 20% off premium dentures and implants, helping our patients put their best smile forward. It's one more way Aspen Dental is in your corner.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Let Gazoo Racing break it down for you. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship.
What's up, Sailor Moon?
And you're doing donuts in Victory Lane. And trust me, Toyota's ready for Victory Lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
There's about a 3-minute green flag run right there. How's life? It's pretty good. Overall. Could complain, but I'm not going to. But mostly it's good.
And Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Leave him! It's a mascot!
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants. Do birds need pants? And the control room censored it. Oh.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, oh, you're going to Martinsville tomorrow?
Liberty.
Oh, for the cup race? The cup race is on Sunday.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking steel tools. Hurry into your local steel dealer or shop online.
The DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new sweet chili, layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in
that's
between.
cool.
That's the sauced and tossed chicken strip basket. Get it delivered today, only at DQ.
Sunday on Fox, it's an NFC East rivalry as rookie Jackson Dart takes on Hurts, Barkley, and the Eagles, or McCaffrey and the Niners take on the Texans, or other regional action. Check local listings for the game in your area. That's Sunday only on Fox. Jackson Dart. He is fun to watch. What a rookie.
That whole team. Hey, what about Cam Scatterboot? I think I said that right. But wow, what an exciting team the Giants are to watch, and to watch when they get beat by the Broncos.
Good team to watch while my Detroit Lions are on a bye. So that'll be my,
Well,
that'll
the
be my
Colts are
game.
beating all of your teams.
We have a rivalry in the booth. Get ready to go to our choose here.
And didn't see him put down any oil dry around the racetrack so far. I know there's reports of...
Oh, a lot of guys are hitting the choose box right here. Did you just see that? You saw Tyler Ingram hit the choose box?
Oh, yeah, multiple guys are hitting the choose box.
Yes.
We'll certainly take a look at that. I guess we're not choosing right now.
Okay, yeah, I guess that we're not choosing.
For the whole field would be penalized.
Like they were choosing
yeah, everybody
first,
would be going.
They waved it off there.
They waved it off. They'll choose next time around. So during this caution, we noticed Matt Mills was getting a little help on track. He was stalled.
They made
So
barbecue chocolate sauce. I don't even.
Right here for you see the hood up there on the
I don't
42.
even
Maybe
know,
that was
dude.
where the fluid
That's
was
wild.
coming from. Meanwhile, let's get an update on Ty Majeski, Todd.
Yeah, Jamie, earlier today we heard in practice Ty talking about his truck. I hate my truck. It's pushing. It won't turn in a 40-acre field. Well, Ty just came on the radio. Guess what? He hates his truck. It's pushing. It won't turn in a 40-acre field. But guess what? He's running third.
So what does Joe Shear tell him? All right, good. You keep that pace. Keep doing what you're doing.
Well, I think Joe Shear right now, you keep your driver as calm as you possibly can. You tell them we're going to work on it. When we do get the pit stop, even if we only get one chance, we will work on it. And you do everything you got to do. Keep him focused on staying in the position that he is right now.
These two have that dynamic relationship. So much mutual
How does that even
respect
work?
and understanding. That man right there can give a truck to Ty Majeski before this thing is over. That will be turning.
Absolutely. He's one of the best crew chiefs in all the garage. So let's see what this night brings from. I like how he chose the outside on this restart. This will be interesting. Lane Riggs has had 2 or 3 great launches in a row, but he hasn't gone against Ty Majeski on the front row yet. So this is a change of pace for him.
Gio Ruggiero behind
green.
the 34 now. So Lane Riggs, Ty Majeski this time. So
Oh, here we go.
with Lane Riggs. Did he miss a shift?
no.
Meanwhile, we've got a new leader for the first time. Ty Majeski.
Good there, but everybody checked up.
Oh, that was huge. Not only does it take away from Lane
That whole
Riggs,
inside
but
line
Majeski
checked
in the
up.
spot to win this stage over the next 21 laps. That's a ton of points. That
Stay
can
clean, though.
Transfer to the next round.
Had every appearance to it of being a missed shift. You see that he's up to speed there right now, and sometimes you just get a little bit quick with those gears when you're trying to go from 3rd to 4th, and it just doesn't quite get in there for you. So we'll have to see how much Lane can recover right now.
So Lane Riggs goes from 1st to 6th on that restart. There's Butterbean Queen in the 7 truck. Just locked up the ARCA Menard Series Championship as we take a look at the restart once again.
That should be where he's shifting from 2nd to 3rd. So it must have been a shift issue. We'll have to wait to hear back from the team to know fully, but that's a big mistake. And move that whole inside line back. Great view from Caden Honeycutt on his onboard. Oh, so fortunate to not have more damage than that.
And the big damage actually came to the trucks that were a little bit further behind Caden Honeycutt. I saw Roger Caruth there get a lot of damage to the nose section and the tail section of that truck. You see right there Daniel Hemrick with a little bit of damage, significant damage to the back of his truck. So a lot of playoff contenders with damage out of that. Hopefully not enough to affect their night.
Yeah, I mean, this is the slowest track on the circuit. So
Jaden, say hi back. Don't be a dick.
But it still can make a factor. As we see, Lane is fighting hard to try to get those positions back.
Damage on the back of the 34.
Fast and left.
Riggs.
What's up, Rafa?
He needs those points back. This will transfer him to the 5th spot. But he really needs to get every point possible here. His playoffs are on the line.
Cooking chicken, I love that.
I know for me when I was driving, if I made a mistake, I'd go back out there and I'd almost try too hard to get too much of it back right away, knowing that it was on me, that I did something
All right,
wrong.
see ya, Sailor.
Yeah, Absolutely. You don't want to take a small mistake and make it an even bigger mistake. That's his challenge right now for Lane Riggs. There's a lot of this race left. He's probably not going to get back to win the stage, but he possibly can get a few more spots and recover from this. He does have one of the best trucks on the track, so a lot of opportunities still remaining for Lane Riggs to recover from that.
Lane Riggs in practice, he was so fast on the short run, obviously long run as well, best 10 lap and 15 lap average, got the pole, so now he works his way forward. Lane
Jamie,
Riggs
this is who I'm concerned about right here, Rajah Caruth. A lot of damage on that whole sequence, and he is fading fast.
See that damage, the front and the rear of that 71 back in 10th place.
And I know we mentioned that it's the slowest track on the circuit, the aerodynamics maybe not quite as much of a big deal here, but you see that hood buckled up, Brad. That's pretty significant damage when you get buckled up all the way back to the.
What did you miss? You were getting water.
That's hard.
Crafton spun Perez, and then. Well, you might have seen that. Crafton spun Perez. Oh, they had another caution for the fluid on track.
Battle for 10th right now. Roush in a position to get 1 point right here. If he loses his spot right now in this battle, then to Ben Rhodes, then he'll get none.
And this might force his crew chief into reconsidering.
Yeah, the whole inside line checked up on the restart too, but there was no caution. Who dropped fluid? I don't even know.
Bubble there for the championship 4 right now. Rajah 1 point out. He came into this race above the cut line, but to your point, Regan, he gets that one truck, passes him, he gets that extra point that puts Lane Riggs outside looking in.
And keep an eye on that playoff bubble, because I got a feeling as the night plays out, that's gonna shuffle around more than the balls in a lottery ticket thing. It's gonna be all over the place.
And a big benefactor in all this was Tyler Ingram. Gained a few spots when that happened, gained a few points, added some cushion. As you can see, they run right now 15 to the good.
So this playoff bubble, the points as they run, if the race were to end right now, that is what the point situation would look like as they cut and slice around Norm.
Ooh, oh, there around goes the 6.
Contact. We saw him in that fiery
caution.
crash.
Norm Benning. He didn't even go all the way around. There really didn't need to be a caution, but
Norm had right there. He was all the way sideways, kind of corrected and didn't do a full spin. Norm, he still got it.
And that was a situation of the 99 of Ben Rhodes.
So it was about a 4-minute, 22-second green flag run.
And Brendan Queen was just trying to go to the inside and follow those guys through as Norm got split and looked like just came together.
Look at the damage. Daniel Hemrick.
Pushing water.
You will not be watching trucks until.
Right now. Things have gotten worse for one of our playoff drivers.
I mean, I still enjoy the trucks. It's just, yeah, I don't like Jamie Little as the play-by-play.
Goes around, they check up all around.
I like Jamie Little as the pit reporter, but not as a play-by-play.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do. And
I think actually Jamie Little's one of the better, like Jamie Little's one of the better like pit reporters or like sideline reporters, whatever you would call that genre in all of like broadcasting. I really genuinely do, but in the play-by-play booth,
and in clinical studies,
definitely not a good job.
Saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away.
He's way better than Erin Andrews. I think Erin Andrews is good too.
Mouth, tongue or throat,
but
hoarseness, difficulty speaking.
I think she is better than Erin Andrews.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
I haven't done career mode yet in NASCAR 25. I actually really haven't played much NASCAR 25. I've only done like a few races. And then me and Jaden played some. But check my messages.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
That was it, Jaden? Jeff Gordon?
Did she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know.
Yeah, she's not good as like a play-by-play.
Here he comes.
Oasis.
No, I have NASCAR 25. I just haven't played much of it.
If you need a tan, I'm your man.
We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
I can't believe that was 10 years ago when Jeff Gordon
John, they say with
Jeff Gordon won his final race.
Yeah, Maestro.
It's not 10 years yet. November 1st
So
was
there's
will be
nothing to
10
do with
years,
music.
but
It does just coffee.
since
Coffee.
Matt Kenseth
Shall I go again? Please don't.
fucking
Enjoy the pleasure
obliterated
of a
Joey
masterfully
Logano.
crafted coffee and feel like an Italian barista at home.
Just don't do my coffee.
Discover Lavazza blends now.
I need that one. That is my G flat.
Whenever heartburn strikes, get fast relief with Tums. So you can enjoy the food you love.
And we welcome you back to Martinsville. When we stepped aside, we talked
Hey,
about
Hemrick.
Daniel Hemrick pushing water. You see him on pit road.
Hemrick's
a lot
fucked.
of damage to this racetrack.
That'll do it for Hemrick this
It
season.
sounds like Regan, when they had that contact, when Lane Riggs, with his issue on that past restart, might have broke the ductwork out of Daniel Hemrick's
Kenseth
truck.
clear by Logano. Maybe no! Kenseth takes him out. Logano into the
Those
wall.
hoses you just saw a second ago. those
Caution
are-
comes out and the crowd roars.
Because obviously it's lost some, and hopefully they've got the repairs they need to get him back in contention.
The challenge for the rest of their night is now he's a lap down, making those repairs right there. So going to have to get a caution time just right for him, maybe a quick yellow right here to get the wave around. And now the goal is going to be get off strategy. How do we get off strategy, and how do we make up that track position and maybe try to find our way to the front, since it is a win and get in situation.
This is so unfortunate.
Now, you know what the number one Rick Allen call is?
Probably came in with really high hopes that they
Take a look at what he did!
didn't even get a fair shot at this race. The damage accident was so.
All right, gotta be 4 to go on the stage.
They're on the outside looking in. Now on this
Here we
restart,
go.
keep your eyes on
Green
the
flag.
34. He's reporting he couldn't get into third or fourth gear. Looks like he got off okay on this restart.
Oh, big move in the back there. It's like Rajah Caruth jumps 3 wide, trying to get some of those spots. There's only
No, Rick Allen's best call was the New Hampshire race last year where he had fucking, his voice sounded like he was Batman.
Enfinger hanging tight there in third. Tyler Ankrum and then Lane Riggs, your top 5. Corey Heim taking a peek. He's won 19 stages this season alone. Can he make it 20 here?
We haven't talked as much today about Corey Heim as maybe traditionally we have, but now that the window is open for the end of the stage, guess who finds his way to the front?
And that really swung the points right there. As you can see, Ty Majeski dropping from the lead to win the stage. Shifted everything. Now Rajah Caruth back in the plus side here. This is going to move so much through the night with 1 lap to go here on the stage.
Final lap of stage number 1.
Yeah, we're definitely at the tricky triangle right now. Corey Heim gonna come around.
Himself 2 positions. That's 2.
Final time this stage, and Corey Heim, will win stage 1 at Martinsville.
Corey Heim picks up stage win number 20 on the season. He gets those max points here.
Oh, I'll watch that link when I come back. I gotta pee real quick.
Tyler Ankrum, Tanner Gray, 5th. Lane Riggs lost a spot there. Corey Heim dominated this race back in March, won both stages. Had contact, though, did not get the win. Can he do it tonight? Will it be Heim time again? We'll see. Plenty of racing still to go.
Hi, I'm Cody. I wear a lot of different hats. Today I'm a firefighter, I'm also a police officer, and at the end of the day, I'm a Tractor Supply team member.
Tractor Supply's Hometown Heroes program honors all who serve, and that makes me really proud.
When veterans come in, it's thank you for your service. I appreciate everything you did. From all of us out here to all our hometown heroes, for your service, for your patriotism, thank you.
Denny's has 5 slams starting at $5. Full meals, stacked high and under budget. 5 slams starting at $5? That's even like a genius. Find your booth at Denny's and join the new Denny's Rewards for even more smart savings.
Sensodyne is our first line of defense against sensitivity. When people are experiencing sensitivity, they're experiencing an exposed layer of the tooth. Sensodyne helps by creating a protective barrier on those exposed areas. I love Sensodyne because it works.
Purina cares here.
Sunday on Fox. Breakout rookie Jackson Dart leads the Giants against Saquon and the rival Eagles. Or CMC and the Niners take on CJ Stroud and the Texans. It's a huge day of football Sunday on Fox. Check for the game in your area.
Your crew, hop in and get your next adventure started in the new 25 Toyota RAV4 LE with all-wheel drive. Lease just $399 a month with $3,000 total due at signing. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Shop 24/7 at BurdicToyota.com.
For a limited time, get a large OIP cheese pizza and 10 of our famous char-grilled wings. Always cooked to order for just $25.99. That's a smoking hot deal. Call or order online at myoip.com. OIP, flame smoking good.
Cracks, bowling walls, or other foundation damage can impact your home's health, safety, and value.
Oh, yeah.
Solutions will find the source of the problem and provide a permanent solution. Call for a free inspection and estimate. 457-PRYY. WhatBasementSolutionsandMore.com.
Dear Friday, worked all week and made it to the weekend in a new 25 Toyota Tacoma SR5 double cab. Lease yours for $349 a month with just $3,000 total due at signing. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Shop 24/7 at BurdickToyota.com.
Stage number 1 in the books. Corey Hines picks up that win, and how about that run, that stage for the 9? A Grant Enfinger wasn't happy earlier with his truck, guys, on the outside looking in, and a must win, and here he is third.
Seems like we didn't talk about him at all, Jamie, and just you see that truck perfectly clean, has found his way to the front right there. That's exactly what he needs to do. Through the rest of his competitors, don't even let him
I totally agree.
Right? You want to keep him back there and keep him behind you, and he's found a way.
I never agreed with the fans who were cheering when that happened. I mean, I was kind of like jumping up and down and screaming, and like kind of cheering just in a sense of like excitement for the moment, but like I wasn't like actually happy that he did it. You know, I wasn't happy that he intentionally wrecked him. I think that was bullshit. To this day, I agree with that suspension.
The 7 truck in, 1 truck went cruise,
you know?
had some damage on the left side.
Half of the field, maybe more than half, has damage.
Jack Wood on pit road.
Like, if you have a problem, take it to fucking pit road after the race, dude. Like, seriously.
This is one strategy that could play out. If you go ahead and pit
Don't
right
try to
here,
kill somebody in a race car.
You can make it to the end of the race if you need to from this point right here. So any of the trucks that were maybe struggling just a little bit, they go ahead and hit pit road. But as you see right there, none of these guys that pitted were playoff drivers. And, you know, I think that kind of tells you where their minds are going to be at. Stage 2 will be where that pit stop will happen for the majority of our trucks that are up front.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody took the gamble here, though, Regan. There's some guys that didn't really have a lot to lose. So I'm a bit surprised, but, you know, still a lot of racing left to go.
See Daniel Hemrick, though. He's got that damage, must come down and continue work on that.
And talked about when we saw him on pit road needing to get that free pass, he was able to get that free pass. It worked out. Nobody else got lapped and back on the lead lap. So now you just try to button that truck up as good as you can and give your driver everything you can to tell him to go to battle with it. And you can tell by the look of it, it's not going to be perfect, Brad. It's going to be something he's going to have to make do with.
Amanda?
Yeah, and it's probably not going to be pretty either. And as you guys just said, he got that lead lap back. I was talking to Kevin Bellecourt. He hopes that they can stay on it right now. Radiator issues for Daniel Hemrick, and they are having temperature issues with him out on track. And Brad, you were saying that there's a lot of racing left in this race, and that's exactly what you know Daniel Hemrick is hoping. Kevin Bellecourt said, we are going to give it everything we can. We're going to keep on trying.
Daniel Hemrick last raced in the Truck Series back in 2016. This year decided.
I don't even entirely disagree with the fact that Logano needed to learn a lesson. I just think that's not the way to do it. I think if you will have a problem, you know, meet him on pit road after the race.
Start Saturday strong with Big Noon Saturday. Undefeated second-ranked Indiana takes on a dangerous UCLA. Touchdown! It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
Gary, used car shopping can't hurt you.
But what if I overpay?
Come out and I'll show you a better way.
Well, you said...
I know. I said nearly half of all used cars have been in an accident. But there's no reason to shop with fear.
Well, show me, Carfox.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay.
I wasn't scared.
Sure. Can we talk about the PJs?
I'll talk about them, as long as you keep it positive, because I like these things.
No fear, just Fox. Say, show me at Carfax.com.
Sensodyne is our first line of defense against sensitivity. When people are experiencing sensitivity, they're experiencing an exposed layer of the tooth. Sensodyne helps by creating a protective barrier on those exposed areas. I love Sensodyne because it works.
Take on rounded rusted bolts with Craftsman Overdrive tools.
I'm gonna need that back.
Craftsman. What you build, builds you. Fantasy movies on Tubi will be free forever.
So, I'll be a goblin in a stinky vault. Forever.
Forever.
Oh, no!
Look at this new kitchen.
Everything is so stylish.
Nice, right?
I taught you well.
Dad, you want to set this on the table?
The kitchen of your dreams.
I think I'm ready to move in.
And your mom's. At a price you didn't dream possible. IKEA. Dream the possibilities.
Jameson, famously smooth whiskey from a famously big family. Meet Jose. Must be one of us. Even when he shows up uninvited, he's never empty-handed. You see, he's nearly as smooth as our whiskey. Must be a Jameson.
Look at this new kitchen.
Everything is so stylish.
Nice, right?
I taught you well.
Dad, you want to set this on the table?
The kitchen of your dreams.
I think I'm ready to move in.
And your mom's. At a price you didn't dream possible. IKEA. Dream the possibilities.
Jameson, famously smooth whiskey from a famously big family. Meet Jose. Must be one of us. Even when he shows up uninvited, he's never empty-handed. You see, he's nearly as smooth as our whiskey. Must be a Jameson.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Racing at Martinsville Speedway. What a gorgeous night. Very crisp. Should be down in the 40s by the end of this one. But Raja Caruth is one driver we've been watching, guys. A lot of damage front and rear of this race truck. Back in 9th right now. Let's listen to his radio.
Do the best you can here, man. I know you're trying really hard. You're doing a great job. We'll get some tape on that nose, get rid of the parachute. 10-4. I'll just survive until then. Take no prisoners. Be aggressive, smart.
Kevin Bono Mannion, his crew chief, little pep talk
right.
there for his young driver.
Back green, stage 2's underway.
Head to this restart. Still a lot of racing left.
Corey Heim doing what he's done all year, just perfect on the restart.
And Raja
just
took
be on
that.
the outside.
Damn, Raja.
On the inside.
He took that advice. No prisoners. Very aggressive 3-wide move underneath Caden Honeycutt, trying to get those stage points.
Look at Lane raising the 34. Big block by Tanner Gray, stopping the momentum from the 34.
Lane's going to try to the outside now as we get down into turn 1 and 2. Curious to see if he's able to get enough drive off the corner to stay side by side and possibly make this work. That could open up options as the race goes on these restarts for guys if they see it work for them.
Raja closing that gap. Caden Honeycutt right behind him. Tyler Ankrum in the 18, guys, just minding his business, nice and quiet. We haven't talked about him a whole lot, just running forth, doing what he needs to do in that 18 truck.
And Jamie, I think that was really the big winner from stage 1. When you look at the points and where things were stacked up, how they were stacked up, he did exactly what he needed to do. Again, another truck that looks to have minimal damage from, if any damage from that stacked up. Just keeping his nose clean and running a smart race right now. That's what, if he can do that for one more stage, he'll have a little buffer going into stage 3.
Great battle here. Lane Riggs was able to clear himself from the outside lane against Tanner Gray. That just shows how much speed is in that race truck. If he can make moves like that, he's got the opportunity to drive up to the front and win this race.
He's got the drivers highlighted in yellow and in green. 7 of our 8 playoff drivers in the top 8. Meanwhile, Daniel Hemrick had to come down pit road again for more damage assessment. He is a lap down once again.
Seem to have gotten calmed down just a little bit for the moment right here and maybe just feeling out their trucks a little bit, Brad. They're now on 50-plus laps on their tires, and you know, this is kind of the stage on tires for most of these front runners where you wonder, is there going to be fall off? What's going to take place as these tires get more and more laps on them?
Absolutely, Reed. You know, we practiced during the middle of the day. The sun was out. That concrete was warm. It took rubber, so the tires didn't wear as hard as they probably aren't going to wear right now. Obviously didn't run as many laps in a row. Didn't run 100 laps in practice straight. So this will be a big moment to see whose truck can handle all the wear and tear, who's camp.
The top 8 stayed out. They have not pitted yet in this race. First truck that did pit is Corey LaJoy back in 9th in the 77. And each team has 2 sets of sticker tires.
I love that onboard there with Caden Honeycutt. You could hear him hitting the rev limiter at the end of the straightaway. Those cool temps have increased the speed of the racetrack, and because of that, the engines are right at their limits.
It's so weird when you're driving one of these trucks and you get on the rev limiter and you just want to stay in the gas. You want to drive through it as far as you can. You're like, no, I don't want to lift yet. And we see a great battle right here with Caden and Raja Caruth for the 7th position. A little bit of bumper tack through the middle of the corner. That's normal for Martinsville. You're just trying to let the guy know that you're back there.
Yeah, Caden lost the spot on that restart to Raja, but I think his truck's a lot faster. And he's fallen behind here on the points. You can see he's forecasted to be 9 below the cutoff right now. He needs these spots.
These drivers are getting around this half-mile oval. About 20 seconds-ish a lap, and that equates to, well, they're hitting top speed of 115 miles an hour. Like you said, Brad, slowest on the track, and contact right
Raja
there.
made contact with Caden Honeycutt, and now Raja's slow, and he's around. And he's in the wall. That'll do it for Raja. That sucks.
Huge for Raja, for the team, and for all the playoff bubble standings. This is going to completely reshape the format here.
Oh, yeah. Look at the concern on their faces.
Man, that sucks.
Contact off a turn.
He's stuck too.
Caden Honeycutt most likely cut that left
Sparking.
down.
Oh man, look at that.
Got to the corner, and it was too late.
And that looked exactly.
He's not gonna be able to drive away. That is crazy.
Battling for the lead, Caden Honeycutt alongside Corey Heim. They had that very similar contact. Nothing malicious, just typical Martinsville racing. And once that left rear tire gets caught and cut down, you can't do anything.
You can see the contact on that left rear tire. And right here, you can tell
knows right now.
Yep. You're just
almost 4-minute green flag run.
Raja was 8th at the time.
Tough break.
Doing all he could with all the damage he already had from earlier contact.
I'm going to tell you, he's not going to be very happy over this. You know, not only did his day get ruined, but that contact with Caden Honeycutt was pretty tough.
Raja Caruth trying
Kick
to
his
race
ass.
his way into the championship 4 for next week. This week announced that he's going full-time racing in the Xfinity Series. Part-time will be for Junior Motorsports. So a very happy week for Raja, but sad ending here as he sits on the track with an extremely damaged racetrack.
And that was hard contact with the nose of his truck, obviously, and you see with the tire off right there and the damage that he's got. He was trying to drive it away, and it's not going to happen. And
they might have to get the flatbed out for that.
So we're under caution here in Martinsville for the 5th time tonight after damage to Raja.
I don't know if that thing's gonna tow away either.
His night is over.
Most days, there's no way these kids are up before 11. They know. Big news in town. What's the key to a win today, Mac? Back when I won the Heisman, what do I say? Ingram, how's my hair, huh? Don't skip leg day, coach. Is this my camera? Where's my camera? What's this? Turn off the light. Hey, wake up! It's only 6 more hours to kick off.
Oh, they did put him on the tow truck.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it.
Dude, that Kenseth Keselowski fight was crazy. In between the haulers.
The Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking Steel tools.
Ruth is
Hurry
done.
into your local Steel dealer
Not
or
surprising.
shop online.
Steve.
John, they say with Lavazza, you'll become a maestro.
Yeah, maestro of coffee.
So it has nothing to do with music? It does not. Just coffee.
Coffee.
Shall I go again?
Please don't.
Enjoy the pleasure of a masterfully crafted coffee and feel like an Italian barista at home.
Just don't do it.
Discover Lavazza blends now.
I need that one. That is my G flat.
It's the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs now. The survival of the fastest, my friend. And to be champion, you best not look back.
Raja Caruth going back
Yeah, he
to
is
the
getting
garage.
towed.
with
Oh,
a
yeah,
broken
towed from the
tire
back.
in a
That makes
very
more sense.
wrecked racetrack. That brought out our 5th caution for tonight. 123 laps still to go. Let's take another look a little further back where this all started for Raja Caruth and Caden Honeycutt.
And right here you see coming off of turn 2, just a little nudge, nothing egregious, nothing too much to worry about there. Caden Honeycutt sees that he can make a run down in there. He does. Raja gives him room. Maybe a little bit up on the curb right there, Brad. They touched. It was nothing, again, I go back to what I said before, nothing malicious. That's Martinsville racing. But unfortunately, when they get side by side like that, the exhaust pipe on Caden Honeycutt's truck was right where Raja Caruth's left rear tire was. And as soon as those make contact, it cuts that tire down instantly.
Yeah, you know, Martinsville is just it's a short track. This is part of short track racing. It's not fun, but you're going to have contact. Unfortunately for Raja, like you said, the contact was just in the wrong spot. That exhaust pipe against the tire, and it was over.
Let's listen to Caden Honeycutt's radio.
Did I run him out of room, or like, what in the world happened?
Just got together, and he cut his left rear.
I understand, but you know, I don't know. If I ran him up too far and ran into him, you know, I need to make sure I don't do that.
Yeah, and I think Caden's trying to reference for later in the race, like did I run him up the track or did I not give him enough room? And man, I stand by what my initial eyes told me was that is Martinsville, that is short track racing right there. And you know, now there's a certain element that you got to refocus your driver. If you're, you know, Caden Honeycutt spotter and team, refocus your driver also. Okay, task at hand still. That's behind us now. We got to look forward.
Yeah, now we're looking at the points as they run right now. It's a tie for the transfer. Caden Honeycutt, 0-point difference between him and Lane Briggs. There is a lot to race for Caden Honeycutt, and he's going to need, to your point, get refocused on the task at hand to try to get this truck to the next round in Championship 4 in Phoenix.
As we get ready for this restart right here, for whatever reason tonight, when you go back 4 or 5 rows in the pack, we're seeing those bold moves. We saw Raja Caruth do it on the previous restart, being able to go 3 wide. It just appears like there's a little more jam up than normal as they're going into turn 1, and we're going to have to keep an eye on that for the rest of this race. It seems to keep on happening here.
So Raja Caruth, the first of our playoff drivers, out. Daniel Hemrick.
Here we go, back green.
Back on the lead lap with a lot of damage, and here we go.
And green flag's back in the air.
Restart with Corey Heim. Ty Majeski on the outside, and there's the 9 at Grant Enfinger doing exactly what he needs to do, but he's got to win this race to advance.
Lane Briggs with an excellent restart, chose the 4th position, was able to fill in underneath both of these drivers for 2nd. He might take a look here for 3 wide. Big block by Grant Enfinger.
He's very unlikely to advance.
Push him up the racetrack.
Minus 24, I guess. No, I don't. There's no chance he advances.
You see in the pylon, Lane Briggs,
I don't think there is any way he does.
He's had the fastest lap tonight. Driver with the fastest lap picks up an extra point, and that 1 point.
Maybe there is. I don't know. I can't do all that math.
Going into turn 3 there, Grant was getting ready to repay the favor. He knew it was coming. Gave him a little bit of room. Just here's the bottom. Yep, I know that I got into you some right there, and live to fight another lap.
That was a big sequence, like I said, for Lane, though. Moved himself up a couple points, gave himself a little cushion.
It's possible. Okay.
Corey Heim continues leading here as he's led in every single race this season. 24. We have 1 race remaining.
That really sucks.
What a stat.
We all love Raja.
Been the Corey Heim show. We're watching a lot of different things happen throughout this race, but let's not forget how great Corey Heim has been this year.
I just don't have don't have a weak spot, Brad. I mean, everything you look at with that 11 truck, they find a way to get the job done. And when you really think about his season as a whole, 3 or 4 other races very easily could have been possible.
Crazy that the tickets for the Blue Jays
dominate, but should have been.
Actually, me and my boss the other day, we were like, let's do a prediction. What do you think the cheapest ticket price is for World Series Game 1? He guessed $1,200. I guessed $2,000. It was actually like $500, $600. What is it at now? And now it's a little higher. Now it's like $700.
Tonight, he could become the laps leader most ever in a season, something that Mike Skinner set
for the
back
cheapest
in 1996. So basically, if you're watching Corey Heim, he's leading 34 laps and counting now. If he leads 84 laps tonight, he takes over most laps led ever in a season.
He's got a great shot, and there's a lot of racing left, too, and he is in the catbird seat.
See right there, Brent Cruz taking another position from Caden Honeycutt, pushing Caden back to the 9th spot right now, and you know, has a couple of hungry trucks behind him as well when you think about Ben Rhodes as well as Matt Crafton back there. So trying everything he can do to save these positions right now.
Brent Cruz got roughed up earlier. Quite a bit of damage on that #1 truck. The last time we saw him was at the Roval just 2 races ago. Had the race of his
12
career.
to go on the stage.
Led the most laps, dominated, sputtered for fuel the last couple of laps, had to pit, was able to come back and finish second.
So Cruz has the newest tires of all these guys. So it'll be interesting to see if he can drive up here over the next 10 laps. Get himself some track position to set up the next pit sequence. But it does show to me, Regan, that tires do make a little bit of a difference.
They do, and you know, I think that's something that was a little curious when this race started, right? Brad, was at what lap count would the tires make a difference? And that matters for this final stage too, because you know, potential 95 lap run to the checkered flag, and what happens if you get a caution with 30 to go? We've seen it at Martinsville plenty of times with the Truck Series.
Absolutely. Caden Honeycutt is so desperate for these points, and he's surrounded with trucks that have fresher tires than he has. He needs to hold those guys off here for the next 9 laps to finish out this stage. Those points are too valuable to lose.
Caden Honeycutt making his way around Norm Benning. Just behind him, a couple of teammates battling for a top 10 with Ben Rhodes and Matt Crafton.
The good news for Caden Honeycutt as we ride along with him right here, a little bit of separation from him back to Connor Jones right now, which would be the next truck coming with those tires, or with fresh tires. So if he can just keep that second interval that he's got right now, then get through to the next yellow and come get your fresh tires and figure out what happens from there.
Corey Heim with a 1-second lead over Ty Majeski.
Been watching the lap times here. The top 3 trucks have been running within hundreds of each other the last few laps. These guys are very evenly matched.
Cream always rises to the top in these playoff races, don't they?
Absolutely. These 3 here are 3 of the best for sure.
Ty Majeski in the 98. They know when it's go time. We've seen it time and time again with this organization. They did it last year, punched their ticket to Phoenix, won the championship. Looking to back that up here.
And Ty has been so consistent through the playoffs, and I think Talladega, without getting the stage points with the troubles they had there, but still finding a way to get the result, finish in 3rd place. But he has been super consistent and running inside the top 5, as much as anybody right now.
10 straight top 10 finishes for Ty Majeski. The one thing that I'm so curious about is the fact that he has not gone to victory lane this year. That's just surprising. He's had multiple opportunities, races that he has dominated, but they haven't found it just yet.
This just doesn't seem right? The champion from last year hasn't won yet. We've come to expect that out of Ty in that 98 team.
And he's talked about it. They haven't had the season they expected. However, when it came to playoff time, I just said it, he's got 9 straight top 10 finishes, 10 straight top 10 finishes.
Yeah, but you look at Ty, and his entire organization is winless. So I wouldn't say it's just his problem. It's a problem for all of them. Matt Crafton has not had the year he's wanted. Ben Rhodes, the same story. So some work to be done there for sure.
Final lap of the stage.
Corey Heim making his way around some lap traffic. The 0-2 of Logan Bearden.
And Corey Heim will win stage 2 at Martinsville.
In the air, Corey Heim picks up stage number 2. That would be 21 stage wins for Corey Heim on the year. Ty Majeski brings it home second. Lane Riggs, Grant Enfinger, and Tanner Gray having a great night, guys. Top 5 for him. 2 stages down. Can Corey Heim hang on?
That was a 7-minute green flag run,
We'll be back with pit stops.
which is the longest of the night so far.
You're home for the holidays. You've dreamt of this moment. Back in your old room. Oh.
Hey, kiddo, I'll be right there.
At least you can get a deal on new shorts for Dad. Something with a little more coverage.
There's a reason we do all this shifting, launching, and battling over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Buy the Old Spice NFL collection.
Buy the Old Spice NFL collection.
No, like this. Old Spice NFL collection.
Old Spice NFL collection.
Old Spice NFL collection.
Old Spice NFL collection.
Okay.
The DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new sweet chili, layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. That's the sauced and tossed chicken strip basket. Get it delivered today, only at DQ.
Sensodyne is our first line of defense against sensitivity. When people are experiencing sensitivity, they're experiencing an exposed layer of the tooth. Sensodyne helps by creating a protective barrier on those exposed areas. I love Sensodyne because it works.
Yes. Fine. The WeatherTech's here.
WeatherTech is the ultimate protection for your vehicle. Laser-measured floor liners, no-drill mud flaps, cargo liner, bump step, seat protector, and cup phone.
What about my car?
WeatherTech.
Can't nobody do it like I do it.
Kraft mac and cheese.
Get 'em up, get 'em up.
The one and only.
L.J. Martin leads 11th ranked BYU against Rocco Beck and Iowa State. Touchdown! Saturday at 3:30 Eastern on Fox.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series live from Martinsville. Well, we are 104 laps in, 96 to go, and it has been an eventful night for a couple of our playoff drivers. Let's take a look at our race recap.
Oh, Jamie, you mentioned an eventful night. It started early on. We see here a restart early on in the race, and Lane Riggs not able to get it in gear, and the checkup that it caused all the way through there. Problems for multiple playoff drivers and multiple other drivers throughout the pack. We see a little caution right there. Daniel Hummer getting some damage with it. Brad, this thing has been all over the place early on so far.
Daniel Hemrick is fighting for his playoff lives, but this one really stood out to me as well. Raja Caruth, contact with Caden Honeycutt, cuts down the left rear tire. He's going to spin around, hit the wall, and his playoff chances are over. Tough break.
And you just hate to see somebody's season come to an end, right? All the races and all the work to get to that point, and you want to be able to race it out at Martinsville all the way through to the end of the race, and man, such a tough break for Raja.
So the top 6 drivers have not yet pitted tonight. Pit road will be open next time by. You mentioned Brent Crew is back in 7th, last pitted on lap 55. He had those fresher tires. So here they come. Corey Heim is leading them down. Todd, they're coming your way.
Yeah, Jamie, 34 Lane Riggs. He got a little tight when he was back in traffic, got that clean air, and it didn't get any better. So they're going to free the truck up a little bit. The 98 of Ty Majeski, he still does not like his truck. It's gotten even worse as the run went on. Joe Shear Jr. going to take a big swing at it. Amanda?
We see Tyler Anchor pulling in there, and he talked about how this playoff's been a haunted house. Well, he survived the boogeyman so far here, but he's struggling with a tight truck out there as he's going to take tires on that 18 and then up Caden Honeycutt. It's been a tight truck for him as well, but biggest concern out there, he's saying, I cannot get
Daniel Suarez will be teammates with Michael McDowell.
I have to stress patience.
They've had a history before.
As you said, it's been chaos out there.
Thank you, Amanda. A whole gaggle of trucks come out behind Corey Heim. His team gets it done. Ty Majeski as well. Tanner Gray's had a great night. Improves 2 spots with his pit crew. See, Caden Honeycutt's team got it done. Lane Riggs, though, loses 2 spots. And, guys, he didn't have a great pit selection because he didn't qualify last week at Talladega.
Yeah, and another truck with trouble on pit road. You see Tyler Ankrum right there. Looked like they were having some trouble on the right front initially. Not sure what caused him to still be on pit road right now there, but tough break for him. He's done everything right up until this point. And to your point, Jamie, lost the pit selection for Lane Riggs. Had a little bit of a slow stop on the right front also watching them. But what I really took away from that also is you saw the opening for him because Raja Cruz is no longer there.
Let's take a look at that pit stop you just talked about. Watch the right front.
Looks like it won't quite come out or go back in here. The tire's hitting the fender.
You see the fender buckling right there. Just can't quite get it up, get it onto there.
Yeah, the jackman was struggling to get the tire inside there. I don't think that was the jackman's fault. I think the clearances are just a little bit too tight. Same problem here on the left front as well. He's asking to jack it up just a little bit higher.
Oh, the pit
gun
broke.
Oh my goodness. And like you said, Regan, Tyler has done everything perfect in this race. Now he's got some adversity here. He still has a point gap to work off of, but it just got a lot smaller.
Guys, Raja Karuth is out of the race and out of the medical center. He's with Amanda.
Yeah, Jamie, and as he walked over to the interview, he kind of shrugged his shoulders and said, it happens. I know you've seen the replay at this point. Walk us through what happened.
Yeah, I mean, I was feeling really good about our chances. Our truck was, our HenryCars.com server auto was turning very well tonight, and it started with the 34 missing the ship on the restart and knocking the nose up, and kind of was battling the handling from that point. And obviously watching it here, it's just racing. I know it wasn't on purpose. You've seen it. I mean, he did it to Corey Baxton in the spring, and Cup guys have done that same thing. So it obviously wasn't on purpose. Just bummer it was me. So it's yeah, heartbreaker for sure. I think we were in a really good spot. But it is what it is. So we'll keep on pushing, and the sun will still come out tomorrow. It sucks now, but yeah, it's part of it.
We'll see you in Phoenix.
Yep.
Great attitude. I don't think I could be.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that
way
positive.
and speak that well after such a hard.
I know I couldn't be. I'll tell you that. I'd be pretty hot right now. And you know, racing is a very difficult sport. You don't fully control what happens to you, and some things happened outside of Raja's control today, and that's tough.
Yeah, and I think we've come to expect that out of Raja, though. He handles himself the right way and does things the right way. So unfortunate for him. We definitely wanted to see him have a
Hemrick
chance.
and Grant Enfinger must win.
Choose taking place again right now, and
they cannot
this
get it on
field is going to be
points.
completely mixed up, Brad. We've got the top 9 trucks that are going to be on older tires that stayed out after pitting earlier in the race, and your trucks that were leading are going to be starting 10th place on back. This is
Raja's minus 17.
early on, and
seminal moment.
So I guess it's like Ankrum and Honeycutt had like
this one here. You gotta find a way to get through this cleanly and not tear your truck up.
Where's Ankrum? Because I know he had the pit road
These guys
issues.
need the points here as we look at our cutoff line with the 34, the 18, 52. Points are super, super close right now. You've got to be so careful not to get torn up making your way through the field.
And Tyler Ankrum, we don't even see him on the left side of the screen right now. That's because he's in 21st. A lot of ground for him to make up here.
Lost a lot of spots on pit road, and here we go. Brent Cruz,
All right,
number
back
1.
green.
Gio Ruggiero, 17
Final stage is
on the
underway.
inside. Corey Heim down in 10th. Won both stages. He pitted that time. He restarts in 10th.
Ruggiero with the freshest tires of the guys that did not pit this last time. He pitted on lap 76 compared to Brent Cruz on lap 55.
Look at him battling on the outside, Brad. That'll be the first time all night we've seen somebody
Ruggiero
for the lead from the outside, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. I know it's 100 difference and 3 wide down here in 1.
Corey Haim's all the way back there in the pack.
Following Ty Majeski through the field.
He'll be right up front in no time. Oh, damn.
With Jake Garcia there. Lane Riggs 3 wide, right in the middle.
This is the part of the race where things are super sketchy. A lot of contact. Corey Haim's going to make a dive on Ty Majeski up here, trying to get that spot back. It has big implications for who can win this race. Remember, Ty Majeski does not have to win the race to transfer, but he certainly can use every point, and winning the race will ensure that he does transfer.
You got to think, though, Corey Haim right now is he's out there just trying to get another win, and you want to take options away from Ty Majeski, right? If he gets by him, and that would be the battle of the precious tires as they come through this traffic. If he can get ahead of Ty Majeski and take one more option for Ty to transfer through to Phoenix, why not do it?
Absolutely. He does not want to have to race Ty Majeski in Phoenix if so possible.
Battle for 9th, Ty Majeski over Corey Haim. Caden Honeycutt right behind him, and Lane Riggs entering the picture just behind the 52 truck.
So they're racing Connor Mozak here, trying to get the 8th spot. About 30 lap fresher tires on Ty Majeski, but that outside lane is not the fast lane, so kind of a great equalizer for those tires.
Just take a look at the bottom left of your screen right now, and the point situation that we've got currently where they're at.
Is this
a three-way tie? And I thought this could happen at the start of the day, and wow.
Regan said it on our production call this week. There is going to be a tie. Mark my words. Look at that playoff bubble.
Yeah, I really don't like the World Series scheduling.
Working over Ty Majeski, and Caden Honeycutt also had a great sequence here in that restart. Remember, he had faded back just a little bit, but he's nailed this restart here. He's going to take a look at Corey Haim now.
What a comeback for Lane Riggs in the 34. Could have been so much worse. That restarted first. Wouldn't shift into third, as he said. He fell back.
Lane Riggs really needs these positions, but they all need these positions, but Lane Riggs has the fastest truck and an opportunity to win this race.
Just a reminder, the drivers in yellow in the pylon are the playoff drivers. Corey Haim in green, because he has already advanced to the round of 4 in a week from tonight. Meanwhile, Gio Ruggiero, we talked about momentum earlier, Regan. You're a big believer in it, and so are a lot of race car drivers. Gio unsealed it last week, getting that first win, and here he is leading at Martinsville.
And just that confidence and that weight off of your shoulders from getting that first win, Jamie, it can continue to compound and go even further with that. That's something that will carry into next year and into the offseason in particular for him.
I really like this position, and he said not just as the leader. Of course, that's always a great place to be in, but his tires are only about 30 laps older than the guys that just pitted. There's a lot of trucks in between them. He's not racing as hard as these guys are racing, so he's able to take care of his stuff. He's in a great position.
Amanda.
Yeah, Regan, there may be confidence, but he's still got this edge to him all season long. I've been asking how his rookie year is going, and he's said to me every time, I don't have a win yet. I don't have a win yet. Well, I talked to him today. He's like, well, I got that win, but I'm still not satisfied. I said, why? He was sitting next to Corey Haim. He said, well, that guy's my teammate. I then asked Corey Haim, what did you make of Gio's win? He said, as confident and as sure as this guy is, he's also humble.
He's also very smart because he's leaned on Corey Haim. He has access to his data. He goes to the sim when Corey's in it just to learn what he needs. And it has paid off.
Absolutely. And on the other side of the screen, we're watching something that's not paying off. Caden Honeycutt got trapped behind the 81. He's going to fight really hard to get down in front of Grant Enfinger. That was an important moment. He was bleeding out some points here.
Great.
He's able to control the situation now.
And this is the farthest back we've seen Grant Enfinger all night, 13th.
As this stage continues to play out, still 76 laps to go, a lot of racing, a lot of things can happen, but as you look at the scenario we've got, Caden Honeycutt and Lane Riggs are basically either tied or +1, -1 to the good, depending on who's running where, and as they try to come through the field together, they're going to be aware of that. Their crew chiefs are going to make sure they know what's going on. Then you got Tyler Ankrum, still a little bit back in the field, restarted in 21st, has only moved up to 19th, but Tyler has a number of spots in front of him that he can potentially gain as this plays out. So you got to think that maybe Caden Honeycutt and Lane Riggs know the scenario that the two of them are going to be possibly racing for this last spot as it gets down to it.
You see Tyler Ankrum there doing exactly what he needed to do earlier, and then the bad pit stop. Pit gun broke it looked like for him. So he slid all the way outside the top 15 in the 19th spot right now.
That's an absolute disaster for him. He had done everything right. That really has buried him in the field. He has not been able, to your point, Regan, to claw out of that. You know, there's still 73 laps left, but if that's what eliminates him from the playoffs, that's another tough way to go out.
And you know, I still go back to just the thought process of there. Look at all the trucks right now.
Contact right there. Butterbean struggling right there. Looked like he got into Tanner Gray. A lot of damage on that 7. By the way, Butterbean Queen, we mentioned ARCA Menards Series champion, just crowned a couple of weeks ago. 8 race wins on the season, and they announced that he will be joining College Racing next season here full-time in the truck. So you'll be seeing a lot of Butterbean Queen.
What an opportunity for Brendan Queen too, and you know, it's great to see you know, these drivers coming off of the short tracks finding a way.
Here we go, Tyler Ankrum making a run up Ben Rhodes. It's a really important pass for him.
Every spot is a point.
When they cross the line, if he's able to complete that pass, you will see the bubble shift a little bit more right now. +1 to the good. He'd like to have a little more gap.
Oh, Ben Rhodes isn't just going to give it to him. A nice crossover move.
Norm Benning is being parked for not maintaining speed.
Ty Majeski.
That's another important pass, right? That's one of the cars that he's on equal tires to, or trucks that he's on equal tires to. Moves himself up. How about Daniel Henrik? He's been laps down. His truck's been shooting water out.
Hanging on for
He's hanging on for dear life in 8th place here. A lot of fast trucks around him. It's going to be very difficult for him to win this race, but you got to appreciate the effort.
So Lane Riggs picks up another spot.
It is messed up.
+5 above that cut line.
3 wide into turn 3 here, and
yeah, I'm just happy he's still alive.
This is where, if I'm Joe Shear, Majeski's crew chief, I'm telling him, hey, look, I want you to win the race. We all
That's one badass
but
motherfucker.
you don't have to win the race. You're in a good spot right now. Don't get yourself.
What a cool name too, Norm Benning. Like, that's just a badass name.
That's what he needs to know right now.
how much of that do you like to know, Brad? You've been in these situations multiple times.
I want to know every second of it, right? Because your mentality is very dynamic. It's changing based on your situation, and the situation has changed for Ty Majeski. He entered this race needing a great day. He doesn't need a great day anymore. He needs a good day.
Right.
That's what his crew chief needs to tell him.
Caden Honeycutt, the 52, just picked up a spot, and that bumped Tyler Ankrum outside by 1.
Regan, I'm with you. I think that one's going to keep shifting back and forth as Tyler Ankrum works his way through some of this traffic. He's been back and forth with Ben Rhodes. He's got Queen in front of him, Knox Butterbean Queen.
That's fucked up.
Cruz now leading.
He's just
Watching
different.
these 2 drivers, both Toyota development drivers. Brett Cruz, a 17-year-old from Hickory, North Carolina, leading this one. He's part-timer. Right
Stormin'
now.
Norman.
Jamie, Brad's pointed out a couple times this tire situation there, which makes that pass by Brett Cruz even more impressive with a roughly 20 lap older tires. Some of those were under yellow, but it's
You know, I can't 100%. I've never actually ran the numbers on this, but I highly doubt that I would be wrong. If Norm Benning were to make a Cup Series start, it would be the longest between like the last Cup race and a next Cup race for a driver in history. I don't know for that to be true, like for 100%, but like I don't see any way that's not true. He last ran a race in 1993 in the Cup Series. So if he just makes a Cup start, there's no way anybody has made just 2 Cup starts like 32 years apart, 33 years apart or whatever.
Lined up over here on the split. You know what I'm saying?
They did not, as it turns out, know what he was saying.
I know what you're saying, Cornell. He's free.
Nobody knows football like Tom Brady.
Nice.
Liberty Mutual customizes.
Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual?
Oh, around goes a 22 into the wall.
Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need?
Yes.
Huh. What happens in this one?
Seagulls.
Who is that?
Oh.
Alan Waller. Alan Waller is into the wall.
Only pay for what you need.
That was a little bit under a 10-minute green flag run there.
When Ram killed the Hemi V8, people had opinions. We got it wrong.
and we're fixing it. You hear that? That's our Hemi, and it's saying, I'm back. You want more? Buckle up. Rams coming back to NASCAR. Let's go, baby. We're back in America's motorsport. The Hemi's back. We ain't going anywhere.
Take on rounded rusted bolts with Craftsman Overdrive tools.
I'm gonna need that back.
Craftsman. What you build, builds you.
Put the work in.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, now serves up the all-new Big QP for just $10.99. And that's 85% more beef than some quarter-pound burger. Yeah, hey, fast food, this is how you value meal. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Our goal was simple, make it authentic. That feeling of being part of it all. That's why we went to work on this game. You want to feel NASCAR the way we live it. Time is now. This one's built for the fans, for anybody who wants to experience what it's really like. From the sound, to the speed, to the venues. All there's left to do is fire it up.
Well, you saw it in side-by-side. A.J. Waller in the 22 truck went around, brought out the caution for the 7th time. All right, boys. Brad Keselowski, Regan Smith, put on your crew chief hats. Who pits here, if anyone?
Well, luckily we're both drivers, so we may get it wrong on this when we start talking about it, but I think that if you're Tyler Ankrum back in 18th place, you definitely have to pit. Where the question gets a little bit fuzzier, if you will, is going to be up around Daniel Hemrick, Grant Enfinger in 10th and 11th. I think they come, right, Brad? Yep. I don't know what you do. If you're Lane Riggs, Ty Majeski, Caden Honeycutt, I don't know what you do if you're those guys right there. You don't want fresh tires right behind you, but do you risk giving up the track position?
Yeah, Honeycutt to me has one of the difficult decisions to make. His crew chief has the difficult decision to make in that 8th place position. You have to think a lot of the trucks behind him are going to pit and put on tires. Why wouldn't they? They have nothing to lose, and they have one set of brand new Goodyear tires on pit road. But if they don't, you're now buried, and you're not going to get back out of that most likely.
And what we've seen, tires are worth a little something.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the trucks, that found their way up to the track position. They found it with those tires. They were able to come through the field quite a bit early on, and we'll have to see what happens.
I'm liking my spot here in the booth. This is much better than being a crew chief right now, making this decision, as we're going to see them all pass through pit road. And our first truck,
Jack
Wood in 5th is the first one. And
all right, I see 19, a Daniel Hemrick. It's Corey LaJoy there. 45 as well, that's Bailey Curry.
Grant Enfinger decides to stay out right there.
Not as many takers as I thought we'd get here. Tyler Ankrum stayed out. That one I'm really surprised by.
Ankrum and Enfinger, we were told as we were monitoring, they may come in. They decide against it. Daniel Hemrick.
Didn't have much to lose. Like I said, he's got a set laying down here to put on. Was not in a position to play offense. Let's see what Amanda can say as well.
Yeah, just watching Kevin Bellicourt synchronize this whole thing, telling his crew guys, take these 4 tires, the splash of fuel, and we are off. Oddly enough, Daniel Hemrick is reporting that the balance on this truck is good. This will be the last stop for the 19, so if something's going to happen, it'll be right here.
I like this pick call for Daniel. Nothing to lose. Yep. Let's put my driver on offense. Hasn't been our night. Really not even from our own fault. That restart damage just put him so far behind. But now he gets a chance to drive his way up to the front and make something happen.
I love what Amanda said. All the damage, everything he's been through. It's driving well, so let's put tires on, see what we could do. We'll be back. About 50 laps to go by the time we drop the green.
It's the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs now. The survival of the fastest, my friend. And to be champion, you best not look back. Tuesday, November 4th, the most enthralling series on TV.
I will do whatever it takes to get my memory back.
Returns with a brand new episode.
I don't understand what's happening to him.
You have to see to believe.
Oh my God.
Is this divine?
I think the tears of blood were a sign from God.
Or our most devious case yet?
He did this to himself? What are you doing? I need to find out what's going on.
Doc, all new Tuesday, November 4th on Fox.
When Ram killed the Hemi V8, people had opinions. We got it wrong, and we're fixing it. You hear that? That's our Hemi, and it's saying, I'm back. You want more? Buckle up. Ram's coming back to NASCAR. Let's go, baby. We're back at America's Motorsport. The Hemi's back. We ain't going anywhere.
Every time we have a race in here, it is intense. It is a must.
Door to door, inches apart, every lap all on the line. This is Echo Park Speedway, the hottest track in NASCAR. And this February, the Auto Trader 400 takes over Atlanta. 3 days of tailgates, camping, and full throttle fun. But Sunday is chaos, speed, and glory. Get tickets at EchoParkSpeedway.com.
Sensodyne is our first line of defense against sensitivity. When people are experiencing sensitivity, they're experiencing an exposed layer of the tooth. Sensodyne helps by creating a protective barrier on those exposed areas. I love Sensodyne because it works.
Take on rounded rusted bolts with Craftsman Overdrive tools.
I'm gonna need that back.
Craftsman, what you build, builds you.
Put the work in.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
All right.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series live from Martinsville. As we come to the restart zone,
Back green.
Cruz, Gio Ruggiero will lead him. Corey Heim on the outside in the 11 truck. We have had some action tonight, and here we go. 52 laps to go in this one. We will decide the championship 4, moving on to Phoenix in a week from now.
Great restart for Frank Cruz.
Chandler Smith inside the 38. Haven't talked about him much tonight.
He pitted here around the same time as Frank Cruz and those guys, and he has just been steady and quiet. Didn't have a great qualifying run, but remember, that's the team truck to Lane Riggs, who has been the dominant truck all weekend long.
Chandler on short tracks, you expect he's going to find a way to get it done at some point. He's been so good on the short tracks and showing that right now.
So just an update on our championship 8 contenders. Raja Karuth had severe damage. He is out of the race and out of contention. Daniel Hemrick with a lot of damage. He just came in, took his last set of tires. He's back in 24th. Tyler Ankrum was expected to come in, guys, but we got word from Amanda that maybe some rear brake issues. They told him to stay out on track. And by the way, 5 trucks ahead of him pitted, so that gave him an automatic 5 spots.
And I think that's what they got to be thinking right now is if we're going to struggle to pass to get through the pack, let's take the spots where we can get them. And you see on the left side of the screen, because of those positions, he is now the good. So this is going to be something to continue to monitor. And we know that Tyler Ankrum's truck is good enough if he gets to the front, barring anything catastrophic with those rear brake issues that he's fighting, that he can maybe maintain.
Big pass right there for Kate Honeycutt around Ty Majeski. Gives him an extra point cushion.
Talking about the 52 truck, the blue one there.
He really battled Ty Majeski hard. Looked like Ty knew what was on the line. Kind of like I was saying earlier, he just needs a good day, not a great day for Ty Majeski. And he had somebody behind him who needs a great day. Maybe not the time to block. He let him go, got back in line, lived to fight another day.
Just a lot of breathing room for Ty Majeski, Brad. Those 5 points, he can leisurely stroll.
For NASCAR and the way the playoff structure is, 5 points right now feels like a
Tyler Ankrum right now is just 2 points above the cut line. Caden Honeycutt, oh, caution's out.
And the caution comes out again. Tony Breidinger hard
Tony
into the
Breidinger
outside
into the wall.
Ooh, and the 84 as well.
84.
Patrick
That's Patrick
Just as Lane Riggs had cleared for the 4th position, he and Corey Heim have slowly carved their way through the field with a lot of laps left and slightly fresher tires.
Caden Honeycutt was all over Gio Ruggiero and Lane Riggs.
Tony was having
about a 2-minute 20-second green flag run.
Kind of a quiet day for her. Ooh, so she's going to get some contact with Corey LaJoy. It's going Going to turn around into the outside wall in turns 1 and 2.
How many times do we see that at Martinsville, Brad? Somebody makes that move down to the bottom, and the truck on the outside maybe either doesn't know or doesn't have time to react to it. You get up on that curb, and as you make that dive bomb move, and the truck on the outside always gets the worst of it.
Corey LaJoie had pitted for new tires. Was trying to work his way back through the field. Not a lot of patience for making passes, nor should you when you're trying to make your way through the field, and this is what happens.
Minding our own business. Great equipment, but it's got to be frustrating knowing 3 of your teammates are up there in the top 4. Well, track cleanup continues. We'll step aside. We'll be back at Martinsville.
Take on rounded rusted bolts with Craftsman Overdrive tools.
I'm gonna need that back.
Craftsman, what you build, builds you.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
I never really believed people were born evil until I met Ted.
The blood had been drained from the body.
Is it hard to look at?
Ted, have you ever committed murder?
I certainly didn't kill anyone anywhere. But remember, if you done something like that.
He enjoyed the chase. He enjoyed the capture. He enjoyed the whole thing.
Hunting Bundy, streaming now on Fox Station.
A vacation with Norwegian Cruise Line is so much more because there's more included. Like unlimited drinks, followed by amazing meals at amazing restaurants. Plus free Wi-Fi. Oh, hey, Mom, I gotta go. I love you. Did I mention unlimited drinks? Hello. And excursion credits so you can explore even more. I love more. Get more out of your vacation with Norwegian's More at Sea. Can I get more? Experience more with Norwegian.
When weight kept them down, science held them sore. When morning kisses turned sour, science made them sweet. When itching kept them up, science helped them rest easy. When the world gave them setbacks, science gave them bounce backs. And when your vet delivered life-altering news, science delivered life-changing nutrition. Pills, prescriptions, on. Science does more.
A telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Tomorrow, a busy day at the Paperclip starts with practice and qualifying for the Xfinity and Cup Series, followed by the final race in the round of 8 for the Xfinity Series. On-track activity begins at 1 Eastern on the CW app. The guy sitting to my right will be in the race car, Cup practice and qualifying. Excited for the weekend, Brad? Just 2 races to go on the season.
I love Martinsville. This is always one of the best races of the year. Long race, Cup Series race, 500 laps. Feels like 1,000, but it's a good one. NASCAR race.
Do you keep those clocks wound up all the time that you've got? Do you let them die down?
You know, I've got 2 as a driver and 1 as an owner, and they're hard to keep up with. But you know who's having a hard time keeping up with his truck right now, actually, speaking of that, is Ty Majeski. I think we have some audio on him and some of the problems he's faced.
Yeah, we got brake rods here. I can't get a pedal. Pedal at all? I can get it back, but it goes to the floor. It takes about 5 pumps to get it.
That's not something that you want to have happen. And what he's referencing is when those brakes start to go soft, you got to hit the pedal that many times before you have a solid pedal going into the corner to slow it down. Now, the good news is right now, typically that comes from heat in the brakes. So these yellow flags are good for Ty Majeski, but let's keep an eye on that. If we get a long run here, when we go back green, we saw him fading just a little bit, and now we know why right before the yellow flag came out. And I know we thought maybe he was being a little cautious because he was good in the point situation, but this could be something that builds as the race goes.
Absolutely. Unfortunately for Ty, he doesn't have that many laps left. It sounds like he's able to still get a pedal. He just has to work really hard for it.
And I like the calmness out of Ty. That's an experienced veteran that has been on the short tracks his whole life and has had this before.
And Grant Enfinger decided to come down and take those tires. He pitted from 8th. He'll restart 22nd here. Good move, guys.
It's a fine move. The only question I've got is I would have liked to have done it on the previous yellow. It was apparent that he probably wasn't in a position to win on the previous yellow. You could have at least made up a few spots before the yellow, maybe been up 5 or 6 more positions right now, so we'll have to see if it works out for him.
He's going to need a lot of carnage here to make his way through the field, and none of that carnage can be him.
That's the other key.
Brent Cruz, the control truck, Chandler Smith on the outside. It'll be 38 laps to go.
38 to
Green
go.
flag in the air once again, nose to nose into turn 1. Caden Honeycutt peeks out. Look at Lane Riggs on the outside.
Oh, Tony Breininger stopped on pit road.
Caden Honeycutt needing these 1 or 2 points to transfer his way through. If the field stays
Oh,
as
38.
it is, big pump on Chandler Smith. That's going to move Corey Heim through to second.
Corey Heim just bump and run Chandler Smith.
Chandler Smith is done battling for this just yet. I imagine he didn't like that dive bomb into the corner. Now you got his teammate, Lane Riggs, going to be the inside of him as well.
All these battles are so pivotal. The points battle is so close. One spot can
I
make
guess
or break
Breininger
the entire
got going.
season right here.
And these moves are just going to continue to get more and more aggressive, Brad. I mean, we are 35 or 36 laps to go. We are in crunch time right now, and there's going to be no apologies, right? You're just going to take the move and do what you have to at this point.
45 is smoking.
45.
Here's the pit road. Bailey Curry.
He's on pit road. Expect to stay green.
Hemrick's on pit road, I think.
Majeski, see him here behind.
Yeah, Hemrick's on pit road.
Daniel Hemrick.
Daniel Hemrick is officially
Oh,
done.
he's done.
Succumbed to all of the issues they endured with that truck, so
Window
he's
nuts
out
down.
of playoff contention.
That team did such a nice job to even get him back out there with the ability to try and battle for it. Even got up into the top 10 with all that damage at one point, and unfortunate that it's going to come to an end early.
Meanwhile, a non-playoff driver, a part-timer in this series, 17-year-old Brent Cruz continues to lead over his teammate Corey Heim. Chandler Smith back to third, and then you have Lane Riggs and Caden Honeycutt. Caden has to get around Lane at this point if he wants a shot. He's 2 points out right now. He needs a couple of spots. He needs some help here.
There's 2 ways for Caden to transfer. He either goes up there and gets it, or he needs some misfortune for Tyler Ankrum. Tyler Ankrum has leveled himself out in that 11th position, holding a decent gap to the trucks around him, but there's new tires behind him, so this could get really chaotic if this next 32 lap stays green.
Racing with his visor up. Is that just to get some fresh air in there?
Absolutely. He's all eyes forward right now. This is his season. He's done a great job. Had a lot of adversity throughout the year, and he's still in contention right here. And I'll tell you, if he can stay this close to Lane Riggs for the next 30 laps, he's got a shot at a kind of a last lap Hail Mary here to make his way in.
Yeah, I think the flip side, if he does get by Lane Riggs right here, that's almost like a 2-for-1 pass, because it takes a point away from Lane. That would put Lane back to +1 to the cutoff, and it would make him -1, so you get even closer right there. And how much more important right now, Jamie, as this is shaking up right now, you look at the left side of your screen, Lane Riggs with the fastest lap of the race emblem next to his name. How much more important does that become? That 1 point could be the difference in a moment.
Unbelievable. An entire season comes down to this moment and can be defined. Your season can be defined by that 1 point that gets you to Phoenix.
See on the left side of your screen there, Tyler Ankrum battling for every spot he can get. 2 to the good right now. That's 2 positions right in front of him.
But he
would love to have those.
Because Tyler Ankrum has that 2-point cushion. But Caden Honeycutt, if he gets 1 point, it's right there in front of him, right? So it changes the whole philosophy here for what Caden Honeycutt needs to do if he's 2 versus 1 points behind.
Now, Caden Honeycutt ties here with Tyler Ankrum. The tie break would go to the 52. Well, second playoff driver out of this race, Daniel Hemrick. He's standing by with Amanda.
Yeah, Jamie, you can see the hood up of the 19 here with us.
Caruth is also mathematically eliminated.
For yourself.
I couldn't hear a single word you said, but yeah, I'm just proud of the fight of everyone on this Napa number 19 team. I appreciate Napa Night Vision being on board, and really appreciate everything Napa Auto Care, Kate's Hydraulics, South Point Hotel Casino, Puppy Bank, everything that everyone's given us all year, including Chevrolet, to just go and be in a spot. We just wasn't the last couple weeks for us, and
Yeah, Ty Majeski was my win pick. That's not
And still,
great.
we fought to the bitter end until we broke the engine, having to run us hot all night. So, not there's a lot to be said, right? Humble victory, gracious in defeat, and definitely did a good job of not putting it together the last couple of weeks. And at the end of the day, like, you got to be your best throughout this stretch to have a chance, and not going to happen this one year.
Daniel and Jamie, team members were here patting him on the back when he made it here, and he was speechless until that interview.
Well, a lot to keep their head up high about what they did their first year together here at McAnally Hilton Racing. And meanwhile, the battle is heating up. Tyler Ankrum trying with all his might to get around the 41 of Connor Jones. And
he's got to make this pass. All these trucks behind him have newer tires, and they are coming. If he does not get by the 41, he's going to get 8. Gio Ruggiero right back there. He's coming fast. A lot of action behind him. This is a big moment for Tyler Ankrum.
They got side by side.
There we go.
Oh!
Gio Ruggiero sends Connor Mozak.
Connor Mozak into the wall. Gets sent around by Gio Ruggiero.
You can see that coming, though. The Wolves were coming to eat, all with faster tires. Someone was going to get 8. Fortunately, it's Connor Mozak.
So that's the 9th caution on the night.
And now what do you do? If you're Tyler Ankrum, you've got those fresh tires, Brad, as you just mentioned. You're going to restart with them all around you. You're going to be the buffer to the rest of the field for them. You can't afford to lose any positions. And obviously you're not pitting at this point, so Tyler Ankrum's going to have to just
about a 5.5 minute green flag run.
You know, take the bull by the horn, essentially.
Absolutely. We'll get green probably here with about 15 laps to go. There's 21 now. This caution will probably be a 5 or 6 lap caution. So it won't be a terribly long time to go, to your point, Regan, but he's in trouble, yes. Yeah, this is not the spot he wants to be in.
Let's listen to Tyler Ankrum's radio.
Go tell this 41. Get ready to be set. Yeah, I'll go work with this guy.
I'll go work with this guy.
I had a feeling we were going to hear that. Well, while we were talking to Daniel Hemrick and Amanda was talking to Daniel Hemrick, you saw them get side by side, and Tyler was trying to complete that pass. They leaned on each other quite a bit through the corner right there with that side by side battle. And when you're racing for points and racing for an opportunity to win a championship, you get frustrated really quick with guys. And not that the 41 of Connor Jones was doing anything wrong. He's outrunning his as well. It just, you get even more frustrated as that playoff driver.
But you know, he's just here to go for a win in the race. He's a part-timer. Points don't matter to him at this point, but they do for the 18.
100%. He's not doing anything wrong. He's just running his race, to your point. And, you know, if you're Tyler Ankrum, like, I have so much on the line. Will you give me a little break? You know, but that's not what racing is. That's in fact, that's exactly the opposite of what racing is. We're supposed to be racing each other for every point, every position, every lap.
Well, start your Saturday strong as resurgent UCLA takes on the number 2 Indiana. Then it's a Big 12 clash between 11th ranked BYU and Iowa State. It all starts with Big Noon Saturday, only on Fox. How about Indiana? How about those Hoosiers?
Your Indiana teams are having a good year, Jamie. It's very impressive for them. It'll be a great game tomorrow on Fox at noon.
The Pacers, we almost won the championship last year. The Fever did great. An Indiana fan. And even Chase Briscoe, a Hoosier, punching his ticket to the championship for. You know,
it's a big couple of weeks.
It's a big state.
Just so many wagons to jump on if you're from Indiana right now. Wow, how do you pick one?
I'll tell you, the wagon that I'm watching is the Caden Honeycutt wagon. 2 points back. Tyler Ankrum is up against the ropes. What kind of move is Caden Honeycutt going to make here when we go back green? You know, I'm curious what his mindset and mentality is. He could find himself in trouble and get over aggressive here and hand this to Tyler Ankrum. This is a big moment.
Brad, he just needs to get up on the wheel like you've done twice before here in the Cup Series. Got a couple of those grandfather clocks. There he is.
Those were good days. I got to tell you, winning at Martinsville, it's one of my favorite wins in my entire career. It was just an incredible feeling. You know, this track has so much, you know, kind of heritage, history to our sport. And then that clock, it's got to be one of the coolest trophies in all sports. It's one you can actually put in your house. It's like a piece of furniture and tell the story for years to come. And that one meant a lot to me.
Your wife can't argue about that one, right? Other trophies, they can say, no, put that in the office or somewhere else. That one you can put it right out for everybody to see it.
That was a good one.
We're happy as always to have you, Brad, in the middle of your season. Joey Logano's been doing this as well. I know you guys have a lot on your plate this time of year, so we appreciate it.
This is awesome. You know what I love about calling the race? I get to see all these different camera angles. And for the people at home, there is so much action on this track at Martinsville. I don't even know how we know what to show. There's just stuff everywhere. That's Martinsville. I mean, there's battles in 5th, 10th for the lead.
Are we going to go back to race 15
This is
just
such an action-packed racetrack. Glad everybody's joining us.
It's Brad Kozlowski, Regan Smith. I'm Jamie Little, Todd Bodine, Amanda Busick, all with you here as we take a look back at the start of this race. That restart for Lane Riggs went south quick.
Yeah, this affected a number of the playoff competitors. We see here contact for Norm Benning. He was 3 wide, then he was 2 wide. He gets turned around just a little bit there, and Daniel Humrick now senses falling out of the race. Tough breaks for him.
Yeah, this moment really stood out for me. Rajah Carew, contact with Caden Honeycutt, cuts down a left rear tire, spins out into the outside wall, turns 1 and 2. This will end his day and his playoff hopes.
And that moment, Brad, was also the one that really shook it up for the rest of the playoff competitors. Tyler Ankrum, we see having a bad pit stop right here. The pit gun on the left front broke. They had trouble on the right front, and then it broke over on the left front. He's really not been able to pass many trucks since then as he's gotten mired back in the field, but they've gotten track position other ways to get
Race cars off, getting ready to go back green.
Right now.
And remember, Tyler Ankrum has those older tires than the guys around him.
Cruz, the leader. Corey Heim also in the front row.
Brent Cruz, though, in the 1, doing a heck of a job once again. Like we saw 2 weeks ago, he's led 52 laps and counting. He's got his teammate, the man of the year, restarting second as the leader just crossed the line. We've reached our Craftsman 15 to go.
He did what he had to do. He got up on the wheel, Jamie, and made a dive bomb into turn 1. Chandler Smith gave him room. He knows what's on the line. And that's 2 huge points.
Oh, Brent Cruz.
Honeycutt into 3rd.
Defending.
Lane Riggs below the cutoff line.
Lane Riggs 2 trucks back.
Lane Riggs is 1 below the cutoff.
His teammate in the 38 just ahead of him.
Caution.
Caution is out once again. And this is where it really gets dicey, because it's gonna be a good restart, a bad restart.
That was a 32-second green flag run.
Clean restart right there. We've seen a lot of jam ups up until this point. That one didn't seem to go that way, but Caden Honeycutt.
That was the 10th caution of the night.
Opportunity when it's there and makes that dive bomb.
A good move by him. Also a +1 on the restart. Tyler Ankrum. All of that really affected Lane Riggs. He did not need that sequence. He's probably happy we got a yellow to try that one again. Yep.
So this is going to be interesting on this restart. Just something to keep in mind. The 1, Brent Cruz has 50-lap older tires to his teammate, Corey Heim. All right, so 10th caution.
So they're giving Corey Heim, it looks like, the lead through this sequence. A lot just happened here in the last minute or so of action. We have.
They're saying he was ahead of the 1 at the time of caution.
Caution for Bailey Crew. I'm not entirely sure what happened to cause the caution with Bailey, but
he was still under power, still rolling.
Lane Riggs -1 point below the cut line. Caden Honeycutt +1. Ty Majeski +3. Tyler Ankrum +2.
Right now, and
so it's really fucking
just
close.
trying to understand, okay, who needs a spot? Who's gonna?
The only one we know is Corey Heim's locked in.
As much as we've talked about, do the drivers want to know? They want to know, but at this point in the race, the crew chiefs aren't going to be able to update them enough. I think the message from the crew chiefs to these playoff bubble drivers is going to have to be every spot you can.
Unless Unfinger wins.
Get no matter what.
That's his shot.
One of the things I'm really curious about in this next restart, Lane Riggs, he's positioned in P5. He's in a spot to where he can make a very aggressive move. He only needs 1 position. He has one of those trucks as his teammate. This restart is going to be epic.
Caden Honeycutt took full advantage of that last restart. Brad, you mentioned it. He got those much needed positions, and that has him right now above the cut line by just 1 point over Lane Riggs, who is 2 trucks behind him.
See, as we look at the left side of the screen, Grant Enfinger took those tires, and he was coming through the field at a pretty good clip for a moment there, and unfortunately, as we see the choose about to happen right now.
Oh, this is interesting. The teammates are going to go 1-2. It's a good way to protect each other.
Restart on the front row.
That was a bad choose for Lane Riggs, because Caden Honeycutt now picking those spots up. If he can hold off one of those spots, it makes it even more difficult for him, because now he doesn't need just one spot. He needs 2 spots from somewhere with that scenario.
Ty Majeski holding on strong there.
All right, get ready to go back green.
Issues. So far, that has not hurt him. He's going to restart 6th here.
And you mentioned Grant Enfinger, just his situation right now back in 12th. He's in a must-win at this point.
Yeah, and I think that, at this point with these yellows, the tires probably are not likely to work out for him at this point, but it was a good attempt.
So here we go. Corey Heim restarts on the inside.
Here we go.
Caden Honeycutt on the outside. Lane Riggs in the 34, watching him. Can he pick up a spot here on the 1?
Corey Heim to the lead.
Can't make it happen.
Here comes Honeycutt.
Great restart for Brent Cruz.
Corey Heim's just going to pull away.
Really key restart for Caden Honeycutt, able to get down into the 2nd position.
I don't think
right here.
Honeycutt's going to be able to get to him.
Exactly what he wanted once that outside lane had opened up for him to start on the front row.
Lane Riggs really needs this position on his teammate.
A lot of bumping.
Outside, taking a look, could make it more difficult here.
Majeski the wall.
Man.
Heavy contact.
Riggs tried to block Ty Majeski.
Ty's now in that outside lane with damage. Big clear right there to get back down in line. He was wounded there for a second. He's going to small reprieve.
7 laps to go. Lane Riggs, 2 points out.
Tyler Ankrum having a great restart. His lane keeps moving. He's gaining points, adding to that cushion.
And now all of a sudden, Ty Majeski, as he's losing another position potentially right here, Brad.
He's fading
now
fast.
He's the guy that we've got to really look at. And
he's trying. Wow, what a struggle. That was a terrible corner, 1 and 2. That truck is limping.
Oh, around goes the 41.
41.
And the caution's out.
A few trucks involved here. The caution comes
It's
out.
a 3-truck incident, 4-truck incident.
Majeski's in a lot of trouble right here, guys. His tires have faded. He's got contact. That yellow was a save for him.
And we know his brakes are not working. Dawson Sutton, he's able to refire.
That restart completely changed the complexion of this
That was
race.
about a minute and 20-second green flag run.
Extra spot. Tyler Ankrum +2 on the restart. And then, of course, Ty Majeski losing 3 or 4 spots here.
And Ty Majeski.
There's Majeski, just 1 point above. Let's take a look at that contact. Ty Majeski there outside in the 98.
You can see this truck is bouncing.
yeah, it just went right up the racetrack.
Ty Majeski's
Really
fine
straight
from that.
on.
Almost like he's got a tiger going down or something.
Yeah, and that was after the wall contact on the restart. And not sure that we've seen that truck do that all night long, and a little bit odd, so we'll have to keep an eye on what's going on there to cause that.
To your point, Regan, he had contact with the wall, maybe 1 lap earlier. I wonder if it damaged the suspension on that truck. That didn't look right.
Let's listen to Majeski's radio.
I got a right front flat, I think. Or something bad. I don't know. Right front's okay.
See the left front damage right here, but it, kind of like Ty said, it looked like it was coming from the right front.
And I don't think that left front, it's not even rubbing, so I don't think that's anything. And I got to imagine what he says.
Here's where he got in the wall, right here, off of turn 2. Ooh, pretty good contact.
And Lane just thinking he was clear, right? It's the end of the race. You're taking every inch that you can take right there. And Ty's not going to back out either in this moment. You see it, he gets the worst of it.
Whew, talk about a stressful moment for this man right here.
And we're going to have a restart with the green-white checker to finish it all off here. Lane Riggs 1 point back. He's got his teammate around him.
Todd.
Yeah, Jamie, the guys in the booth hit it right on the money and talked about the front of Ty's truck bouncing. Well, earlier in the race, Ty complained about it bouncing, told his crew chief, Joe Shearer, it's exactly like it was in the spring. It's got that same bounce. So, spot on, guys.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing right now for Ty is, there's no more pit stops.
Yep, could be 2 to go.
2 laps to go, and he's just going to have to find a way to
be
wheel that
overtime
truck around the corner for these last 2 laps. And, you know, right now he's 1 to the good. So can he find a way?
It's crazy.
And I guess where I'm scratching my head a little
2
bit
laps,
is
Regan. It's all he needs, 2 laps.
2 laps. But do you take the inside? Do you take the outside, knowing that, you know, how can you hold him off better? What lane do you pick based on that?
All right, guys, it's going to be our first attempt here at NASCAR overtime as the leaders come out of turn 4. You see the overtime rules. It's a 2-lap shootout. The leader takes the white flag. The next flag will end the race, whether it's green or it's caution.
So really, we're looking at this kind of 4-way battle between 18 Tyler Ankrum, the 52 Caden Honeycutt, Ty Majeski 98, and Lane Riggs 34. All of these guys are within 4 points of each other. So it will not take much for this to dramatically reshape based on what happens on this restart. There's room for 3 of them. There's not room for 4 of them.
And much like the previous restart, this choose is going to be critical, right? Who takes what lane? Why do you select which row you select? And you know, it honestly can be one bump can send you back 4 positions in one corner. So this thing's going to keep shaking up here, you know, on this restart for this green, white, checkered. And I don't know that we're going to know until well after they cross the start-finish line who's going to be racing in Phoenix for a championship.
And while all this is happening, Corey Heim is just smiling, saying, I think I can give me another one right here.
All right, so we see Lane Riggs able to take the outside, move up to the 4th position on the outside. So he'll have Brent Cruz to his inside and his teammate Chandler Smith right behind him. Worked out a little better for
so that's +1. It didn't have to do anything for him.
Exactly, that worked out a little better. And now he's got to do something, though. He's got to hold him off and keep that outside.
He must think Chandler Smith's going to let him down to be able to keep that spot.
And even if he doesn't, you can take more liberties with a teammate in that moment than you can anybody else.
In this moment for Caden Honeycutt on the outside, how hard do you push to try to win the race versus just keep your position right now where you are to punch your teammate?
I'm hopeful right
Going to be
now
overtime. Going to be 2 laps to go. Corey Heim and Caden Honeycutt on the front row.
Make a big risky move here on Corey Heim on this restart.
Green flag.
Number 1, a Truck Series race. Here we go. Green flag in the air. It's NASCAR overtime.
Heim to the point.
Corey Heim.
Brent Cruz with a push. Clean restart. Come to the white flag.
Honeycutt in the 1. Brent Cruz. Then you have Lane Riggs there. Riggs out.
And white flag's in the air one more time around at Martinsville.
Next flag will end the race. 1 lap to go.
Oh, big contact. Lane Riggs is going to work Brent Cruz up the racetrack.
Lane Riggs is desperate right now. 1 point out. He has to do everything.
And Corey Heim is going to win. Once again, he's the winner at Martinsville. And did anybody fucking... Who's surprised?
We're going to have a tie.
A tie?
Caden Honeycutt. Does he have the tiebreaker? Yes, he does.
Wait, how does Caden Honeycutt have the tiebreaker?
Honeycutt has punched his ticket.
He doesn't Riggs have more wins?
At Phoenix.
Or isn't it better overall position in the fucking round? That's stupid.
Finishing second at Martinsville. That's how critical that was for him to stay right there, and that's something Lane Riggs probably didn't know in that moment.
How about Ty Majeski? 1 point up. He had a great start that put him in position to transfer with a wounded truck. Great job on Ty Majeski.
Tyler Ankrum also, right? He looked like he was, in a terrible situation, terrible spot earlier on. Finds a way to get it done. By the way, Corey Heim wins again. I don't know how we unpack all this. We need to watch that thing 4 more times.
It's very interesting, though. Lane Riggs has been the 2nd best truck more times than anybody else this year to Corey Heim. He's not competing for a championship after winning 3 times.
I think it's best finish in the round. That's fucking stupid.
You talk about the first stage, had the miss shift on the restart. 1 point.
That's fucking
was
gay.
the difference for him.
And as heartbreaking as that is for Lane Riggs, we see Corey Heim capturing yet another checkered flag, going to carry all that momentum into Phoenix with him that he's had all season long.
Corey Heim wins.
As heartbreaking as it is for Lane Riggs to be right there, Caden Honeycutt on the flip side of that has just got to be elated right now in that 52 truck.
Ty Majeski has to feel like he dodged a big bullet tonight.
And Majeski made it. Ankrum made it. Both by
still
1
on
point
for this
each.
thing. He's got a chance to go to Phoenix and win this championship. Hasn't had the season he's wanted, but he's still in the hunt.
Ty Majeski did just that last year, Brad. When the pressure was on him, he succeeded. He got the championship. Now he has a chance to defend it. Tyler Ankrum, that team.
Great drive.
Oh, no kidding. Problems on the pit stop. He did everything he needed to do. Moving on. Corey Heim, what a season. His third playoffs, it'll be his third opportunity to go for the championship, something he has not done. Maybe the only thing Corey Heim has not done.
He ran a great race too. You know, real quiet, smooth race.
Look at all the win stickers, Brad.
He'll take one more.
Well, let's hear from our winner. He's with Amanda.
Corey, there was a lot happening in this race, but it is no surprise in a historic season that you pick up yet another one. You told us in qualifying you wanted the momentum heading to Phoenix. Who wins the 2025 championship?
I don't want to jump to any conclusions yet, man. We got a big race next week, and like we talked
If he
about,
doesn't,
going to Phoenix,
if he doesn't,
and,
I'll just bitch and complain and won't do anything. But it'll be really bad bitching and complaining, and it'll look extra pathetic because I don't do anything.
We wanted to capitalize on our day and make the most of it. So it really didn't think we had the truck that we had in the spring, but once we got out front, it really showed that we had something to work with here. So I'm just so grateful for Truck on Garage, Toyota, Safe Flight, Mobile One, Celsius, just everyone that's gotten me to this point so far, and got a big one next week to close it out. So it's going to be tough, but I'm confident we can do it.
Here with Lane Riggs, and pretty dejected. Lane, you tied.
Lane Riggs misses it
for points, but he won the tiebreaker. You did all you could do getting at the end.
Yeah, I was dejected even when I thought we were in at first. I just don't like racing that way, man. Like, you know, I'm here and got to get one, and everybody knows how it is. I mean, if I got the opportunity to get in for my team, I'm going to do it. Even if I don't want to do it the way I do. So, I mean, I got there at the end. I mean, I hate I roughed up the one. Glad it still finished pretty good. But, yeah, man, it all kind of started with that missed shift on that restart. I'm not really sure what happened. I've never missed a shift in a truck in my whole career. And we do have some new transmissions. I guess I'm just not quite used to them yet. So pretty upset about that. I think things could have been a lot different. But, I mean, it all started at the Roval, get turned around lap one, go to Talladega, having all the issues we had. Said definitely dejected. I would have been dejected if we were even in fourth. I just don't like it, man.
Lane Riggs.
It was about a 45-second green flag run to end the race.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, he's had a great season. You know, he's been in position. He was, you know, if I'm Corey Heim, I'm kind of happy about that, to be honest, because he was my top competitor to go to Phoenix and compete against me. So Lane's been really fast. That team's been really strong. Just didn't come together for him. Like you said, a lot of different reasons why.
And crazy to think you finish third in this race and you get some good points, but you know, Lane referenced it that and you said it a number of times. The shift that he missed, that could be ultimately the difference, and he was scratching his head right there, and wow.
And it goes back to the 21st place.
I'm going to end this shit right here.
Well.
I'll be live for the Xfinity race tomorrow. I want to thank you